Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next session of All Quiet on the Serisian front. Before we get into tonight's session, let's go ahead and give a player an opportunity for a point of inspiration with a recap. Any volunteers?
Hey, so the start of last session, it was the tail end of a huge fight saving an outpost, a resupply outpost, where we saved a bunch of, uh, well, I wouldn't say grunts, but we saved like a sergeant, and I think we saved 3 people.
Yes.
Yeah,
There were many more originally allocated there.
We did our best.
Yep.
we did our best, and after that fight, we decided, or we were allowed to look through the crates and that they were holding on to for resupply, and we had our pick of the litter. We got a lot of cool stuff, including 2 revivify potions and 4 greater restoration potions, which are great. They're amazing. We also got like a bunch of other potions, divvied those out, and tools, just resupplied everything. Even had stuff for the Brahma. After that, we had some conversations. Bells had a conversation with the dwarves that came in and helped us out, save this outpost with us. And Renarin and Selena had a conversation, which involved looking at Renarin's head affliction with a headband of intellect, to which a intelligence save was failed miserably, and Renarin went completely unconscious, down to 0 hit points, was dying. Thankfully, Selena brought him back to life. And so he had a little moment where he smashed up a broken up cart, and that was it. We decided to rest there at the outpost, make sure no other undead were in the area, or another wave was coming. Watches happened without incident. I can't remember if anything significant happened on anybody's watch. If anybody wants to chime in with that, if it was significant enough. Because this is going to be biased, but Renarin, on his shift with Selena, he admitted that the person that did basically fuse a headband of intellect to his head was his father. And there was a moment there. The next day,
Selena's in favor of patricide, by the way.
Fair enough. The next day, I believe we fixed up the Brahma and continued on our way to Gorgonfell. And things were going okay in the beginning. Travel was going okay. And then we ran into, finally, after seeing him so many times, the Death Knight that has been basically following us this entire time. And he had a mission. That mission was to retrieve Regal from the head of Bells. After some fantastic usage of Regal, Bells wrested control over the Death Knight, made him give his sword up, and we made out like bandits with that really nice sword. I think that's the gist of everything.
Yeah? you guys we're picking up. English. I get
Bit of
paid
a
to do
har.
this. You make out like bandits, as you said. You are making a run for it. You are driving the Brahma at full speed, which is reduced, by the way. The Brahma took a couple very big hits as the Vorpal Greatsword passed right through the hull as if it was not there. Magically, the blade carved through the hard iron and steel of the hull and the wood behind it as if it was butter. Peeling it away, now, Bells, aside from your injuries, you can see out the Brahma through this wide crack that runs all the way across the front of the Brahma. It's a whole new viewport, basically. And the kind of hot, dry, sea salty air is just passing into the Brahma through this massive gash that the sword created as it passed through it. We will go ahead and hop to the road north as you are still on the way to Gorgonfell. The Brahma is moving at 25 feet around.
Oh.
How fast does it normally go? 40?
45.
Yeah.
Whoa, we need to fix this as fast as possible, but stopping means that we're stopped, which means you could catch up.
At least let me bond with this weapon so I can put it away.
Yes, obviously you should be doing that.
I am currently doing that.
Quick question. How far away did we get since we last seen the Death Knight?
Oh, it's been like 10 minutes.
Do I know I still have control of it?
Yep, you do until another order comes in, basically.
Pretty much. We need to get quite far away. I mean,
Should I tell him to sprint full ass in the opposite direction?
Well, I don't know this. So you would know that if you give him an order, there's a chance he resists.
So,
I thought each
I didn't
new
have to
order,
make a.
I thought each new order
He
was
did.
an opportunity to roll.
If he gets an order from wherever his orders are coming from, control can be wrested from you.
Right, so I have control of him right now.
If you give him a command, he could resist the command.
Oh.
That doesn't mean that you'll lose your head, but it does mean he might ignore the order.
Say we assess the damage real quick, Red, and find a spot to do what you need to do to get that stored.
I'm doing it right now.
Yep. And then we can gain some ground before maybe giving it another order. Send it the opposite direction.
As
a few hours out.
As you're focusing on this greatsword, Ren, you've never felt a weapon quite like this before. The blade itself seems to hum, not with vibration, but with magical energy. The air around it seems to split itself apart on the edge of the sword. It is so wickedly sharp. The weapon itself is remarkably simple in design, though the hilt has very ornate geometric symbols that run down the crossguard and up along the very long handle, up to the pommel. Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. 13.
The craft of this weapon is old. You don't know exactly where it's from, but you haven't seen anything made like this anywhere except for the old historic buildings in Silitok. This is the sort of craftsmanship that's well over thousands of years old. This sword is a relic. And the only reason you think it's in as good a condition as it is it is intensely magical. It feels as though it weighs nothing in your hands even before you've attuned to it.
Oh. Can I have a spot inside the Brahma?
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah, I can take outside.
Can't have mine, I'm in the ammo.
He gets in the Brahma and he places the greatsword onto his lap, and the way he bonds with a weapon or links it to himself is that he focuses on the weapon and focuses on the weave, and from his chest he's like plucking strands of magic from the weave from himself and basically wrapping them around the blade very neatly and tidy, drawing runes on it, not like physical runes but more magical runes.
Okay. As you perform this ritual for yourself, binding this Vorpal Greatsword to you and your being as an Eldritch Knight, Zed, you're on the outside of the Brahma now?
I am. Yeah, I'll be outside.
Roll me a perception. Also, Ricky, roll me a perception. And then while you guys are doing that, Bells, I need a driving check from you.
Oh,
22.
13.
Ricky and Zed, both of you happen to catch. When the sword passed through the front of the hull, just above the plow of the Brahma, it cleaved through not just the metal, but everything else, too. Both of you catch, before touching it, there is live lightning surging across the gap near where you're holding on to the Brahma. There is energy just sparking out into the air that's not helping the Brahma.
That's not good.
As that's happening, Bells, with your 13, that energy, it's reaching the point where the Brahma's losing power, and suddenly the front half of the gliding platform dulls, and the entire front of the Brahma like thuds into the soil, and you're still
We need to
moving,
fix this.
but it is not going to move for much longer.
She'll pull over. We need to fix this if we want any chance of getting any further. I'll just prioritize that.
Okay. Don't do anything
Selena?
to lose concentration on that
Of course
crown.
not.
Yeah, actually, do you want to
AKA
let me take the lead on this?
Getting shot.
Sure, I'll add help when I can.
Ren doesn't even respond to you. He is completely focused on this weapon and getting it
I'm not
away.
even. I'm not fried anymore, so I should be able to take a look at our patient.
We hop out.
I'll just hop off and take my great axe out. Just ready.
Okay.
Surveillance.
You guys who are surveying, those of you who are paying attention and standing guard, I need to know your passive perceptions, please.
14.
I don't know where to see it on here, but it's 10 plus what?
10 plus your
Your
perception.
Perception.
So 12.
Okay.
We're good guards.
Yeah, it's fine.
We're good sensories.
All right. Selena, you're taking the lead this time?
Yeah.
I'm helping.
You roll me...
So if there's a zap, I don't lose concentration.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that's
So this is mostly going to be a smithing check, which is dexterity plus proficiency. You have advantage because you're being assisted. But first, before you roll that, I need you to roll me an investigation.
Is that also an advantage?
Yep.
Nice.
Not bad. 23.
Okay. With a 23, you surmise the Brahma has taken enough damage that it is now in mishap range, which means it is below half health.
All right.
The repairs that are required is it's going to need its hull rebuilt and patched around where that gash is, and the connections to the front two Banasite batteries need to be replenished.
We're prioritizing the zappy parts.
Yeah, I want to make sure that we don't. We want to minimize the chance we have of getting fried.
Okay. Do you have... Well, you're an artificer. Okay. Roll me a tinker's check, please. So this is intelligence plus proficiency, basically. You have advantage because of Selena's help.
Bells.
Right, Belle's help. There is a possibility to electrocute yourself, obviously.
Why we did it this way.
Mm-hmm.
You have advantage. That's better.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Good thing you were there to help.
Okay. Please roll me a D20. Just a straight D20. 8. Okay.
And it's an 8.
Hold on. All right, I need a D4.
4.
As you're repairing the connections of Banasite cabling to the batteries, a short occurs. It smells acrid as lightning surges from the ends of these cables into the actual hull of the Brahma. And it glows so hot and red that part of the hull melts where these cables connect to the Banasite battery. This does not hurt you, but it does damage the Brahma further. It also completely drains those 2 front Banasite batteries.
Selena just starts swearing, and then
No, you got this. Just deep breath.
Got it. Just we're gonna miss that power. We're gonna miss that power.
It's okay.
You can continue the repair. There is no more a chance of being electrocuted as the batteries are dead, but you can complete the circuit so it's no longer losing power from the rest of the Brahma. Please roll me another tinker check.
Not good. 14.
Time is passing as you're trying to make this work. The problem, where this blade cut through the cable, it's not as though it was actually cut. It's as though the blade magically removed the material. And now the cable's just too short to make a connection. And it is causing you problems. You need to find that slack somewhere, or you're going to have to jury rig or remove the cables from the front batteries to completely solve the problem, as it's just a power loss right now.
Some other source of cable so that we can weld it on in there.
We got spare parts in the back. I don't know what that consists of, but we have a lot of
Bells
extra
will
spare parts.
dig through the spare parts to find something that will be suitable.
Roll D100.
Okay. 87.
You find several spools of Banasite
Yes.
cabling.
She'll scurry back and hand them over to Selena.
That'll do.
Okay. As this
All
is
right,
happening,
we're gonna suture this bitch.
and you begin the fully repair of recompleting these cables, Zed and Ricky, you see airborne, maybe 800 feet away, several winged creatures that are beginning to circle.
That's not good. Is there any way we can... You see that? You see that, Ricky?
Yeah, I do.
Do they have a vantage... Do they have a vantage point on us? Like, are we just out in the open?
Yeah, the Brahma's just stopped.
We're on the road. We just stopped.
Oh. Alright, we got to think of something quick to make ourselves look like we're not here, but I don't know how to do that with the Brahma. Maybe
You had a ranger.
everybody maybe kind of hop inside. Let's try to keep bodies away from the outside of the Brahma for a minute.
After
Let's
it's
do
pointed
this.
out, does everybody else notice?
Hold
Yeah.
up.
You see 2 flying creatures. Zed, you recognize them as they're soaring in the overcast sky as gloomstalkers. You see 2 of them.
Is their
Okay. Let's try this.
behavior indicative of them having already spotted us?
Yeah, they're circling.
We need to give
Getting in the
ourselves some
Brahm's not gonna
cover.
help us.
We need to give ourselves some cover at least. I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud above the Brahma, so we can still work, like
How
just
high?
above. How tall is the Brahma?
At the highest point of the turret, 8 feet.
10 feet high.
Oh,
it's
so
like
just
like
above
a
it. Okay.
ceiling. Yeah.
All right. Sure. You do that.
I'm going to cast it at. No, it's 20-foot radius. That's more than enough space. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you create a fog cloud to create a canopy of cover above the Brahma while everybody is working.
This might buy us a little time, but they're gonna get curious.
Mm-hmm. We're working.
Hmm.
Selena, where did you get that cat?
I had to pull him off of my cord, so he was going to eat the andesite wiring.
He was in the Brahma.
Selena, I need you to make... So this is a jeweler's check to recomplete this wiring. It is very precise soldering, and it is very delicate. You have an all-purpose tool, so you can just do it with what you have, but it is risky, to say the least.
Okay.
I'm
But still
helping.
dexterity at advantage.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Was looking for a 24.
Nice.
With a 25, you successfully recomplete the Banasite cabling. You basically create little splices where the blade cut through and plug them in. And once that's complete, suddenly you feel the front end of the Brahma like lift up out of the soil as it is earth gliding once again. You've restored motion, but it is still very crippled.
Yeah, still plenty of work to do, and we got to make sure that we power down before we
Work on this again.
work
Right.
on the hull repairs, right? Because we don't want.
Yeah, but that's low priority right now. We need to
Right.
get out of
We
here.
just need to be able to get the hell out of here.
You have 4 out of 6 Banasite batteries at fully functioning power. 2 batteries are dead, and they need to be recharged. You can either charge them by pumping a lot of magic into them, or by replacing them.
So
Right.
this is the dilemma. I have this cover. I don't know if they still know we're here or gonna make a move on us, but as soon as we start moving, they're gonna attack. Just
Why
what
don't
do
we just
think?
take shots at them?
I mean, we
While
can
we're
definitely
fleeing?
try to fight it. We don't want to risk Bell's losing control of the Death Knight.
Well,
Right, so I'm obviously staying inside.
So Bell's inside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've
And
seen
I'm
what
driving
these can do.
anyways.
They can just come down and pluck one of us, so if she keeps her head down, right? Or am I crazy?
Mm-mm.
What would sub repairs take estimated time wise? We talking 10 minutes, an hour?
What do we think, Echo?
To repair the hull, to get the health of the Brahma out of mishap area, would take you 30 minutes. And that's a roughshod repair. That's not a
Do it
clean
right.
Right, and it's
Do it right. This is a long-term surgery for some slapdash, getting us the hell out of here.
and these things are going to attack before then, and I would rather put distance between us and that Death Knight.
You're not going to get the Brahma back up to full speed until you have all 6 batteries moving charged once again.
Mm-hmm. We can do that now. Do we know what
We have-
spell level is going to take?
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
5th.
Oh my god.
Not like a third and a second, just a 5th.
You can, if you have multiple spellcasters working together, perform a ritual to increase spell level, or one person pumping a 5th level into each battery. So
And we
2
don't
5th
have
level
spare
spell
batteries,
slots.
do we?
No.
Okay.
You
So,
had one
she'll-
that was a roughshod one the dwarves made you.
She'll look at the party. I don't really got the spell juice for it.
I don't have the juice either.
No.
I'm a doctor, not a battery.
I mean,
Juicer.
This is where we lie. We can start moving and potentially risk losing the Brahma entirely and getting attacked. We can stay under the fog cloud for a little bit. Try to get as much repairs done as we can. Ren's gonna be useless for a while, as he's trying to bond with that. I
It
guess
takes an hour for him to
Yeah.
create a pact with a
So what are we
arcane
doing?
weapon.
My best bet would be to stay under the fog cloud and try to get as much of this repair done as quickly as possible to the bare min to give us a shot if they do attack on the run.
I'm just saying, me and Selena are going to be out here working on this thing with those gloomstalkers up above us,
They
and
can't
they'll
see
just
you
swoop
unless
down
they
and
go.
pick us up.
They can't see you unless they go through the cloud. It's heavily obscured.
Would a
Sure,
solution
but
help?
they might. What?
I got a bag full of puffballs. We can use them for a distraction if we need to.
That's true. Send them out of the
Well,
cloud, running in a certain direction.
we-
It'll distract
we
them for a
lose
little bit.
Directions, but there's always a chance that they're all just rats and they can't even say damn things. But that's what the toy's for. Anyway,
This is more your expertise.
Leslie,
I would say
let's just work as long as we can and get what we can done. I think that's the best plan we got.
that'd
Fine.
be my advice.
So I think we're going to start working the whole repair best we can. We can't recharge the batteries without a ritual because none of us have a 5th level spell to sack into it.
No.
A ritual
got-
takes an hour.
Yeah.
And
So
also
we're-
some
yeah.
successful rolls.
Yes. And so that might be worth trying to do when we're not in danger. But for now, we're just going to try to get the Brahma out of danger in terms of we may not be able to de-ask the place with the quickness, but we should be able to at least get it out of danger range, mishap range. over the
Okay,
next couple
so you're working on the hull.
Mhm.
All right, this is going to be a smithing check. Ricky
Dexter.
and Zed, please roll me perception. In the
We're
meantime,
still staying under the cover, so we're just looking at. We can't look up, right? We're just looking.
you cannot see through the fog cloud,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, so just disadvantage or just
No, it's just
flat roll?
it's a perception
Flat,
roll.
Okay.
We're looking at the horizon.
You're also listening, which is really what I'm using here.
Okay.
So this is smithing. Oh, you did dexterity advantage. Okay. Okay. Please roll me. Hold on, I gotta roll this. 18. So that's second bracket. Selena, please roll me 3d12. $16. You restore 24 hit points to the Razgar's Revenge over the next 15 minutes or so. And in the meantime, Zed and Ricky, you're both, like, listening intently as the fog cloud... How long does that last?
An hour concentration.
You hear wing beats that are getting... At first, you don't hear them at all. And as you are just out here watching, you're looking for anything on the horizon or anything approaching or anything like that. You're looking out over these fields. And then you hear wing beats above. You surmise these Gloomstalkers may have gotten braver. Or they're investigating this fog cloud. They don't drop through it or anything, but you know they're closer.
Mm-hmm. There, and I'll come up close to where they're working and just whisper. They are getting a little closer. I don't know if they're gonna make a move or anytime soon, but they're moving up.
Noted.
Try to keep working a little bit longer. I don't know where the repairs are coming along, but
That's the plan.
We're getting somewhere, just not as fast as I'd like.
all right.
Okay. Do you try to repair some more?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me another smithing check. At advantage. Roll me 2d12, please.
10.
You repair 15 hit points to the Razgar's Revenge over the next 10 minutes when here is what happens. Zed and Ricky, where are you guys watching from?
Probably opposite sides of each door, right? They're at the front. We're probably left
So-
door, right door.
Okay,
Maybe 5
who's
feet
on
out.
which door?
Right, me.
Okay. Bells and Selena, you're at the front. Aaron's in the turret. Ren is in the Brahma. Zed, you're on the right, you said?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, roll me a d2, please.
Who's it gonna grab?
Okay. Ricky. Suddenly bursting through the fog cloud above you, a Gloomstalker appears.
Mhm.
And as it does, you guys were prepared for this, so it's not a surprise round. But it suddenly realizes you're right in melee with it, and it's going to react violently. It's going to bite you, and then it's going to try to snatch you. As it does that, let me read this. I need everybody except for Ren and Aaron to roll me Constitution saving throws.
Also, Ricky, you have 2 Bastion, or no, I'm sorry, you still have 3 Bastion Law things. So you have 3 D8 you can reduce damage by. You never use
Do
them.
I, or did I lose them because we had a long rest?
No,
Yep.
I did that this morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was this morning. Okay, cool.
You said Constitution?
Yes.
Mhm.
Bells, you failed.
Yep.
It's not to avoid the charm condition, correct?
Correct.
It's trying to stun us with its screaming.
Ricky, you
I think.
failed. Selena, you succeeded. Ricky and Bells, you are both immediately paralyzed as the Gloomstalker shrieks.
Oh no.
That's not...
Okay, Ricky, that hits you, because you're paralyzed, it has advantage, and that's a 23. Hold on. That's really bad. Okay. That means it's a crit.
I say if I'm paralyzed, it's a crit, right?
It's a crit, yeah. Okay, so
Shield.
that's not good. Alright. Here's the bite. 11 plus...
We can't kill Ricky. She's our only remaining member of the OG
It's a good
team.
time to use those 3 D8.
I'm sorry, I'm doing math.
It reduces, right?
27.
It reduces the
35.
damage by
Damage.
whatever the 3 D8, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
47. 49 damage total.
That's 2 off my max.
Okay, 49, so I'll roll those 3d8 right now.
Okay.
To
You
see
have
what
a
I can get
short
back.
rest?
You had a short rest, yeah.
Because Ricky doesn't look like she's at full health right now.
That might just be what you
Uh,
see.
Oh,
Ricky,
okay.
yeah. Are you...
I'm not at full health right now.
Not
Because
after
of
I'm
the
that.
Death
also
Knight.
not.
Because of the Death Knight.
I check hits from it too. I'm not at full health.
Oh, okay.
So you said 49, right?
49.
Mm-hmm.
Minus
Okay.
11, so 38.
So 38.
38. Okay.
And it's
Well,
gonna...
I'm still standing.
Yeah, you're still standing.
Or
It's-
not. Well, yeah. I've fallen over now. I'm paralyzed. But
It's
yeah.
gonna snatch you. So if this hits, it's gonna grab you and deal damage. Oh, that's 17?
That meets it.
Okay.
Yep.
Good God.
Might be Ricky.
It's an advantage.
You meets it? You said meets it?
That's
Yeah,
what
I
she
mean,
said.
I'll use
Yeah,
an
I'm-
inspiration to bump it down 1.
You can't bump it down one, only bump it one
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. You can make me
Oh,
re-roll.
You can make it re-roll.
Oh, I thought. Okay, it doesn't
Nope.
go the opposite way.
No, we've tried that before.
No, it has advantage. It might.
Well, it's hitting her for sure right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
want,
Reroll.
okay. That's a 14 and a 16.
Yeah,
That
so
misses.
fails.
Hey.
Thank you.
I miss.
Huge.
Okay. That probably would have knocked Ricky unconscious. All right. That's its turn. Its movement was to get through the fog. It's now basically 5 feet off the ground here.
Are we on Inish yet?
Yeah, I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
I have my gift of alacrity up.
God damn it.
I remember I
Shit
rolled.
ass rolls. Me and Selena with our hot 10s in the initiative.
Womp womp.
We're busy. Wrist deep in Brahma parts.
Wait.
Did I roll? Did it not?
So 15. I kind of want to use it. I have a lot of
Oh.
inspos. I kind of want to use one to reroll my initiative.
You say I use it for useless things.
I have 4. I'm gonna reroll. I'm gonna reroll my initiative.
Okay.
14 plus a d8. 19 for me. That is.
A 19.
Yes.
What's your dex?
14.
Okay. Zed, you go first.
Just quick glance. Do I? The other, we're under the fog cloud, huh?
Correct. You
Mhm.
don't see
I
the
don't
other
know
one.
if I should drop the fog cloud. Fuck. I have to do the spell. Okay. I'm gonna drop fog cloud.
Okay, you immediately see this Gloomstalker 45 feet up above the Brahma, circling in your direction.
45 feet up. I'm going to cast Earthbind on it. It's a 17 strength save.
Can it reach it 45 feet up?
300 feet I can reach.
Holy shit.
Strength save, you said?
Yeah, 17.
I rolled a 7 plus 9 for a 16.
Oh, thank God.
Uh-huh.
So, I don't know when this starts taking. I think it takes on this turn. Let me just reread the spell real quick. So choose one. The target must see its flying speed is reduced to 0 for the spell's duration. An airborne creature affected by the spell safely falls 60 feet per round until it reaches the ground where the spell ends.
Okay.
So its
So
speed is 0. It is falling straight down.
on its turn,
I
it will.
guess?
Yeah, on its turn, it'll get to
Yeah.
0.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do that. That happens, and then I am going to run over here, and I am going to quicken a spray of cards
Okay.
at this Gloomstalker.
Uh-huh.
Dex 17 save.
Natural 20.
Fuck. I don't want Ricky to die.
That's fair.
I have 2 inspos left. I'm gonna use one. I have 3 inspos, so I have 2 now left. I'm gonna
Okay.
use it. Reroll.
That becomes a 11.
Okay. So it is going to take. Let's see the damage. I did it at 2nd level. So it's gonna be 2d10 max damage. This is force damage and has the blind condition until the end of its next turn.
Okay. It is blinded. It takes 20.
20 force damage. Yeah, it was max roll. What the hell is this non-bullshit?
Mhm.
And that is my turn.
Okay. It is now the other Gloomstalker's turn. Its flying speed is 0. It falls to ground. The spell does say safely, so now it's just...
Safely. Doesn't take damage.
Okay.
So what he saw is ethereal change, like rusted chains, came up out of the ground and is just pulling it down.
Okay. It's going to Shadow Step. Because that doesn't require movement. And it's going to Shadow Step here.
Oh.
Selena and Zed, you're both in its range. It's going to go for one of each of you. Selena, it's a natural 2. Don't worry about it. Zed, it's claw attack on you. 21.
Shield.
Okay, you block it.
I'm at 23 right now.
That's its turn. Ricky. A moment. You are paralyzed, Ricky. You will be until the end of the Gloomstalker's next turn. Aaron. Aaron looks around out the little hatch and she says, "Are we going loud?"
Go loud, and I point to the one that's above Ricky.
All right. Turns the cannon and is going to fire a standard shell at it.
Yep. It's like right in its face.
Yeah. That's a 15 to hit. That is their AC. Okay.
Perfect.
Ooh.
Oh god.
40-10 plus.
The one above. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay, deals 27 points of damage with that shell. Rolling a D100. As loud as the cannon is, you hear it echo off the surrounding hills. Nothing seems to respond for the moment. Aaron begins reloading. Bells, it's your turn.
Paralyzed.
Wait, Bells is paralyzed?
That's right.
Bells failed with Ricky,
Oh.
so she's just.
Hold on.
Hi, Beans.
I mean,
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to read this about paralyzed real quick.
My emotional support stripey boy is here.
oh boy.
Ren. You are in the Brahma, concentrating on the Vorpal Greatsword.
He's gonna hear this and he's gonna look through the crack that this fucking sword made. He's gonna see Ricky on the ground, not looking good. The wyvern next to her blinded.
Gloomstalker.
Or
Gloomstalker.
sorry. Yeah, a
Very
Gloomstalker. Yeah. And then his eyes will go back to Bells, and she's obviously frozen. Sword isn't gonna matter if I don't get you. If we all fucking die right now. And he gets up with it.
Yep.
Runs over here. 30 feet, getting flanking with Selena, and he is going to use the Vorpal sword on this bitch right here.
It is just a standard greatsword right now. Because you have not
I
attuned.
attuned to it.
Oh, you haven't made it
before
your
I said-
pact. You have your attune. Okay, go ahead.
Yep.
Yes.
Advantage for flanking?
Not this time. No, I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Oh, okay. 22.
That hits.
You wish you just laid waste to this thing, huh?
Yeah, I want that natural 20. Jesus fuck.
You rolled 2 2s for 12 slashing damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Takes his head. Oh, okay, gotcha. Only if a natural 20. All right, second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Their AC is 15.
15 is his AC.
So you hit.
Yep.
Jeez.
Got one of them action shirts.
As you slash this Vorpal greatsword through the Gloomstalker, it's so lightweight, but it feels as though the blade is reading your intention, as if it is swinging itself. It's a very strange feeling, almost like it might fly out of your fingertips.
This feels weird. Action surge. 2 more attacks.
He's so desperate, so horny for that 20.
You just got it. 15 slashing damage.
15. And last one. Come on.
You're hitting, though. You're chunking this thing.
Yeah.
It was full
Yeah,
health,
but he wants
now
to cut
it
its
is
head off.
below half.
Okay. 11.
Yeah. You did 55 damage in one round. I don't really know what you're complaining about.
I want that 20 so I could just cut its head off. But yeah, he just starts slashing big sweeping arcs right through the skin.
You feel like you're shadow pirate sparring. You don't feel like you're hitting anything.
Oh boy.
But
all right.
The blade is cleaving through the flesh and matter of this undead flying creature.
Cool. All right. And that's his turn.
Okay, Selena.
Hi, sorry. I'm here.
Hello.
Hi.
You succeeded on your con save, so you are not paralyzed.
Hooray! Well, what I would like to do is get to Ricky and pump some healing in there, but I think in order to do that, I would provoke. And I don't really want to do that either. So I'm going to compromise by giving Ricky healing word. And shocking grasp the Gloomstalker.
Mm-hmm. You have an advantage because Ren is flanking. You hit.
Here are some damages. Nice. 7 damages. 7 lightnings.
Okay. You zap it moderately.
Yeah. And then healing word to Ricky. I roll shit. So 5.
Ricky,
I will take
you
it,
for
thank
5?
you.
Yep. We are back to the Gloomstalker's turn. That's blinded. Ricky, it knows you're there and you're paralyzed. It's blinded, but it's going to take an attack on you. It's a straight roll because of blind and your paralyzation.
Can I yell at it? Try to taunt it?
Down, boy.
Do whatever you like. That's a 17 to hit.
Okay.
That is the AC.
Okay.
Oh, no. Yeah.
It is a crit.
Fine, reroll. I got 1 left.
Fine.
All right, because I didn't call out the damage, I'll let it fly. That
Ricky's our only
becomes an
soul.
11.
Yes.
Okay. It's going to then resort to a claw attack.
I'm gonna try to goad it. Come on,
How?
you ugly motherfucker! I'm right here, and I'm gonna put my hand. I'm gonna actually like touch it since I'm right there in melee
Okay.
with it, so it knows I'm here. I can't attack it or anything. Not my turn.
Yeah, you can't really touch it, but I'll say you can try
Okay.
and goad it as a reaction. Roll me an intimidation check.
Okay.
Go on, Mr. Charisma.
Oh, really good. 24.
Okay. Okay. It slashes at you haphazardly.
Okay.
With disadvantage because it's
20.
blind.
23 is my AC right now.
Yeah. I rolled a 19 and a 16 for a 25.
Okay, that
Oof.
hits.
That's 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 slashing.
I gotta make a concentration check. At advantage.
And 12 necrotic. So 26 damage total.
I got 20 on my concentration. 26
What's...
I have 12.
Okay. I see a 1.
I get advantage, I'm more caster.
I see.
It's been acting weird when I right click and do advantage.
I
It like adds
understand.
it together. Yeah.
I love
So
when D&D Beyond's changes break Foundry. So yeah, that's 26 points of damage total.
Yep.
And that is the end of the Gloomstalker's turn. Ricky, you are no longer paralyzed. How long does blindness from the cards last?
It is now off.
Okay. Yeah, you're no longer paralyzed either, Bells. Zed, it's your turn.
So I am going to do something a little different here. I am going to take out my flail from my side, and I am going to use Booming Blade.
Okay.
Terrible spell in my experience.
Booming Bop, you mean?
Booming Bop. And I do have the strength thing going on right now. The incantation or whatever.
Okay.
It's a 20 to hit.
That hits.
It's going to be 2d8 plus 10, and then if it moves, another 2d8. So it's this plus a d8.
Bop it.
Woo! Look at you.
So it is 20 damage. 8 of that is thunder damage. I don't know if that makes a difference. And
It doesn't
takes-
matter, no.
Okay, and it takes 2d8 if it moves.
Okay.
And then, second.
As you use Booming Blade with the flail and you slam it, this is a warlock spell for you, right?
Yes.
All of you see this strange resonating, like, it's as though someone has drawn the motion lines of vibration around this Gloomstalker in tattoo ink in the air around it.
Is
gonna
a
look
comic
little
book
surprised.
character?
I'm gonna
Almost.
look a little surprised.
Bam!
Yeah, shit, didn't know I could do that. Okay. And then I am going to... Oh, fuck, I should have done that first. God damn it.
Damn.
First, I am going to touch Ricky and do Fey Gift. We get the hospitality. We're gonna get 1d6 plus 3 temp HP. Ew. Well, we both get 4 temp HP.
Okay.
I'll take it.
You feel a little heartier.
And that is my turn.
Okay. The other Gloomstalker's turn. This one whips around to look at you, Ren, and you did a lot of damage to it very quickly.
Uh-huh.
It shrieks.
Oh.
I
Not
need
again.
everybody but Aaron to make a
I just-
Constitution saving throw.
I just got here.
Yep.
I failed.
Did you fail?
Son of a bitch. I did.
What's the number we have to beat?
13.
14.
Your
13.
DC is
God
13.
Damn it.
This would be a good
Okay.
time to use one of them inspos, Penathy.
No, I'm saving it for something important.
Something important? Oh, okay.
Excuse me, it's Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Okay. It looks like Bells is the only one who failed.
Don't worry
So
about
far.
me. I'm gonna go
Okay.
get an orange to soothe my pain.
So it shrieks in my face.
It does. And then it's
I
going to
saved.
snatch you. Yeah.
Oh.
You're not paralyzed, but it's going to snatch you anyway.
Can I just, for flavor, just like scream back? As
Yeah.
it screams.
Let's hear it.
No, I won't pick up my mic.
Okay.
Let me see how long Earthbound lasts.
You said it ends as soon as it hits the ground.
No. Let me just double check.
Okay.
Its concentration up to a minute. The target must save a strength saving throw. Its flying speed is reduced to 0 for the spell's duration. An airborne creature affected by the spell safely descends at 60 feet until it reaches the ground or the spell ends.
Or the spell ends. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. I should have clarified.
That is an important distinction. Then it would not snatch
Yeah.
because it can't fucking fly.
This is the new one I switched out for last session.
Okay. Then it's just going to bite you, Ren. Okay. Natural 20.
Oh,
You'll be
well,
fine.
I
Can't
can't
help you
shield
there,
that.
Can't shield
Yeah,
that.
it's fine.
Blood state can't shield that. Okay. Here's the piercing. 12 plus 6 is 18 plus 16 is 34 plus 12 is 46 plus 36. 40 is 49, 55. Damage
Lord,
total.
that would have knocked me unconscious.
Well,
Me too.
just under half.
And then it's going to claw
Go
you.
eat shit.
Okay.
That's what you get for your cocky attitude.
A 1. I
Oh,
rolled a 20
well.
and then a 1.
well,
Okay.
the duality of D&D.
So it is. Ricky, you're up.
Okay. How is the one right? I know the one that Ren has been beating up on looks terrible. How is the one right in front of me look?
Worse, actually.
Okay. What I'd like to do,
Took a
I don't
cannon
know
to the face.
that. Oh, right. I don't know if I can get between it and that fence, but I'd love to flank it.
Yeah, you
If I
you
can.
can hop the fence and be in that square. That's fine.
Okay. I don't know why it always wants to move the Rasgard's Revenge with me. The Brahma always wants to go with
Oh, you
me.
just make sure you deselect it. So if you click on like measure
Okay.
tools and then go back.
There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna dance over here somewhere.
Okay.
And then since it's looking bad, I'm gonna wind up and whop it. Oh, thank you. I will rage.
Okay.
I would like to rage, please.
Yes, if I could do that, please.
You certainly
I
can,
will-
of course.
I will go ahead and do that. And then I would like to just smack it in the face with my great axe.
Hey,
Yeah.
while you do that, roll me a wisdom save.
Oh. Okay.
Spicy.
So there's the wisdom save.
As you rage, and you've taken so much brutal damage, you're in critical health territory.
Yeah.
As you rage, there's a moment. It's a memory. It's just a flash, but you remember the words that were said to you. Everything you do is important. As if an answer.
Okay. I think I hear that then. If that like flashes into my mind, given where I'm at and what I've been through in the last few days, I will probably recklessly attack.
Okay.
If I can switch that, like if that's okay.
Yeah, of
From
course.
a narrative, like a mechanic. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and attack, even though I'm sorry everybody who's been wasting their inspos on me. But yeah, I'll recklessly attack this sucker.
Okay.
You're our only OG. I'll use every inspo for that.
21 certainly hits. Roll damage for me.
Eventually, you're going to reach a point where no one knows why it's called a Rasgar's Revenge.
Do me a favor and add... Okay, so that's 13.
Yeah, 13 with the rage.
The rage gives you plus 2 damage for attack. Please roll me 2d6.
Look at Dooch's face. He's like a kid in a candy store.
I love it.
Oh,
Rage!
So 20 points of slashing damage. This memory flashes in your mind and just you feel that much angrier. Almost as if that hysterical strength of the memory of something that someone said to you drives the axe even harder into this beast. And while the magical blade is not as proficient at cutting through solid matter as a Vorpal is, it sure looks like it as it cleaves all the way through the bones of this Gloomstalker, and it is barely alive.
Okay. I will go ahead and just smack it again.
Okay. Roll another attack at advantage.
And as I'm doing that, on the other side of the Gloomstalker, Zed, you would probably hear Ricky for some reason just scream, "That's not true."
Kind of
It's
like
all an
Gloomstalker
advantage,
shit
though, right?
talking.
Yep.
Yeah.
he just kind of keeps his lips quiet, like I'm not questioning it.
Okay.
Not true.
Roll me damage,
Not true.
and then roll me another 2d6, please.
Yeah, dude.
And finally, I need you to roll me one more attack, just a straight roll, because of Reckless. So that's 21 damage. Okay.
23.
23, yeah.
Yeah,
with the
23
rage.
with the rage.
And then damage one more time, plus 2d6.
Yeah.
Oh, max damage!
Yeah.
Memory was bad. Okay.
So
27.
27.
Okay.
Fuck. I
Ricky.
hope this thing keeps bullying Ricky.
The first strike with the great axe carves vertically through this Gloomstalker. The second one on the return swing, you swing from your right to your left, and you all watch as the great axe cleaves the head off of the Gloomstalker that was harassing her, and continues on cleaving into the next Gloomstalker, biting hard into the spine of the undead creature. It is
Bro.
also barely alive.
See
taking
that, Ren?
27
That's how
points
you
of slashing
decapitate a Gloomstalker.
Holy.
damage. The remaining Gloomstalker looks, as it's like writhing in pain, it is critically injured.
Can't even fly away.
Ricky, you're having a hard time regaining control. It's now Aaron's turn. She sees the Gloomstalker that is brutally damaged, and she's going to pop out the hatch and just use her pistol. Saving the shell. Natural 1.
She's not. She
Hold
didn't
on,
get
I
trained.
gotta roll
Joe's
again.
gonna offer.
Okay, the pistol does not jam, it just misses. You just hear her say,
I'm
"Ah,
sure
fuck!"
I died.
Bells, you are no longer paralyzed. Because
it died?
Because it fucking died.
Bro, I didn't think I'd have a turn. I was eating an orange.
Well, newscast.
Newscast?
Newscast, your turn is now.
Okay. I am going to. She'll whip around with her rifle and fire at it.
Roll an attack.
27.
Yeah, you hit.
I almost decapitated it.
Bells, you're paralyzed.
Are you
Not
taunting
anymore.
me?
Yes.
This is the one that screeched.
No, it isn't.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. This is the one that screeched at Ren when he attacked him.
You're right, I have it backwards.
Aw.
Sorry, Pen.
Go
Fair is
back to
fair.
being frozen.
Sorry.
I
You
get
get
sorry.
taunting.
My
Fair
mistake.
is fair.
My
I
mistake.
was fully prepared not to have a turn, so I'm gonna go back to my
got-
orange.
I'm
I
sorry.
got Joe back, Echo.
Ren,
Joe back.
Ren, it is your turn. I apologize.
Uh-huh.
I was
for
gonna
teasing
take
you,
that
Fen.
kill from Ren. That would have been so funny.
Yeah. That's what you get for taunting.
La, 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 la.
Yeah, he's having fun with the sword, so he's gonna attack.
Is it appropriate to be doing that
oh.
while we're gonna fight?
He looked at Ricky and was like, "Oh, that's how you do it."
You need to
All
turn
right.
your wrist.
I
Get a
get
little
it now.
wrist action.
Geometric shapes keep flying in front of his face.
Well, Ren, with a natural 20
First
with
battle.
the Vorpal Greatsword, how do you do this? How do you want
There's only
to
one
finish
way.
off this Gloomstalker?
So he screams at the Gloomstalker as it screeches at him. It catches him off guard as it bites into his shoulder, and it misses with the claw. And as it pulls away, he's gonna swing that Vorpal Greatsword up into its neck, and it just goes clean through.
Like hewing limbs from a tree,
Mm-hmm.
you prune the Gloomstalker of its head, which slumps to the ground, and the entire creature just slumps over, immediately destroyed. Now, we are remaining in initiative. Ricky, in this moment, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Too powerful.
And Selena, I need you to roll me an insight. Ren, you used your action to attack, so I'm afraid that is... I mean, you can use your bonus action to heal or something, but...
No, I do have another attack, but he's just gonna...
Well, never mind.
Yeah. Oh.
Ricky manages to get a hold of herself immediately. Selena, you do notice that Ricky... You've seen Ricky fight before, which is always very emotional and angry, and this time her teeth are grit. Her face is... Well, Ricky, how would you describe Ricky almost losing it?
Yeah, well, so when I go into a rage, I do Form of the Beast, right? So I have this like kind of wolf tail that comes out, but I think like if the deeper she goes into the rage, the more that kind of like some of that like wolfish stuff starts to show up elsewhere. Like even in her look, and like the eyes would kind of almost become like not human anymore. And I think in this particular instance, right, Ricky is probably still focused on killing what's in front of her, even if it's already dead.
So, Selena, you read that, and it's your turn.
Can I do? Does everybody? No, never mind.
You use your attack action, so you're focused on the Gloomstalker slumping on the ground in front of you.
Like there would be like a couple of just like extra like, you know, smacks with the axe or kicks and like heavy breathing before like, you know, like everything stops for Ricky 10-15 seconds after it stops for everybody else in this instance.
Ricky, you
Selena
did succeed
is-
on your wisdom save, so you do regain control, but everyone does see that. However,
Selena is slowly walking across the ruined Gloomstalker bits towards Ricky. She can see her struggling with this Lupin aspect, and she kind of lifts her hand from the medical bag and she says, "Just gonna do a little medicine here, all right?" And she's gonna cast Cure Wounds.
So when you touch me, I have this like, I don't remember what I shared with your character or not. I have this like sachet, like little thing, leather thing tied around my neck.
Because I've only been here for like...
Yeah. So Ricky has this like leather kind of pouch tied around her neck, and like when you go to touch me to do Cure Wounds, I'm gonna like hold that up like in front of you like really quickly, like kind of like to create space, and like you're gonna notice that I'm like smelling it.
Do you actually stop her from doing the spell?
No. I've like contained myself, but I'm still like, you know, like still coming down. Yeah.
All right, well done.
I'll shake my head a couple times, like back away, and say, thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you. And I'll just like be smelling that.
Don't need to apologize. You done good.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Yeah.
That's my
Ricky's just gonna step back.
man, fuck those things. Are y'all all right?
Oh. This thing took a chunk out. Bells.
Yes.
Do you feel you still got the connection holding?
Do I?
Yep.
Yes,
You
but we
didn't
need to get
take a
back to
hit.
work. No, I was just like the whole time. Selena, we need to...
Do you want another? I don't know if we need another fog cloud for protection.
No, just keep an eye on the sky.
Okay.
You guys can take a heroic recovery if you'd like. a short
Yes,
rest
please.
immediately, which lets you spend some hit dice. If you have them to spare.
I think I might.
We haven't used any heroic rest yet today. For short rest.
No, we barely began.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
No, I was just letting them know.
Okay.
Huge. Let's go.
And Selena's just gonna head back to the Brahma to, get back to fixing it. We're not out of danger yet.
We gotta get back to work and get moving.
Okay. You guys take a moment to bandage your wounds and recover. Selena and Bells, you return to restoring the hull.
Yeah.
Okay. I need another smithing check, please. At advantage because of assistance.
Ren's gonna cure wounds that grit bite.
And then get back in the Brahma to start focusing
Yep,
on sword. right?
exactly. Mm-hmm.
Good.
Not ideal. 16.
Roll me 2d12. Your dice are telling you, Selena, that you are not the best metal worker around.
Turns out there's a reason I switched types of engineering to become a physiker.
And I did the opposite.
Yeah.
Restore 25 hit points to the Brahma over the next 30 minutes. The Brahma is out of mishap range. It is still damaged. Now the gash, which was gnarly, is filled with what can only be described as weld metal. It's not particularly clean looking. The hull clearly has, it's a smooth transition and then metal bubble gum and then more smooth transition down to the plow. But short of replacing those armor plates or pulling them off and hammering out all the inclusions and inconsistencies, the hull is in one piece.
That's the best we're going to be able to do until we can take more of a stop and replace those or recharge those batteries.
Yep.
Not going to be able to reach our top speed, but at least we're probably not going to.
Break down on the side of the road.
Probably, unless something else goes wrong. Shall we?
Well, let's not wish it into existence. I'm getting back at the Brahma.
Before we head out, I'm gonna put a hand on Ricky's shoulder. I don't know what you were saying was not true, but you did good, and I'm glad we didn't lose you.
I think Ricky probably won't make eye contact and just kind of hang her head and yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you. We're all alive. That's what matters. We're all still alive.
That's what matters. Well, let's keep it that way. Let's go.
You all pile back into the Brahma. It does move at a reduced speed. Yes, Ed?
I'm gonna take the outside again so Ren can start his bond.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Restart it.
Okay. As the Brahma resumes motion, a moment. While that is happening, you're driving. I need a spellcasting check from Bells.
Uh-oh. Wish me luck, guys.
Mm-hmm.
18?
Okay. You feel a sudden wave of resistance come from behind you. Very powerfully, you get a psychic headache. And you hear Regal say, "Oh, he's received an order, but you have resisted it."
Oh, thank God. Or you, thank you. Thank you for letting me know.
There's going to be more of those. Do we intend to relinquish control or maintain this?
I mean, I want to get away from this thing as fast as possible. If it receives orders, it's probably going to come after us immediately.
Depends on what the
So,
orders are, but yes, probably.
that's true. I want to hold on as long as possible.
I hope you don't fancy sleeping, then. Because the undead do not.
As long as possible.
And you guys continue driving.
Bells would say that there was a new order, but I still have control for now.
Let's get some hours away. Maybe try to command it to go opposite direction. Buy some
You want
more
me to
time.
do that?
Once maybe once you're getting ready for bed.
Fine.
You guys are driving, and as this is happening, Aaron is kind of sitting in the turret next to you, Ricky, and Zed. She's kind of like just leaning out as you guys are driving at a remarkably slower pace than you're used to. None of you see any movement, at least not in the immediate area. And as that's happening, Aaron says, "You know, I'd be dead without all of you. If y'all left me in that town, wouldn't be nothing left of me. I'd be some shitty ghost floating around after that monster hooked me."
You know, same for me. They found me in the Brahma, where my crew got decimated. I would have been stuck out there. So
I was being overrun, so if it worked for you guys, my ticket would be up.
Bells is very quiet.
goes around, comes around. You know.
Renarin chimes in, still concentrating. I showed up on a boat.
Yeah, you did. Aaron kind of leans over to Ricky. "So what's your deal?"
I think Ricky's been listening, but not like making eye contact. And I think Ricky will kind of just like grab that pouch, just kind of look ahead and say, "Some people have luck, some people don't, and some people just keep living."
Well,
I guess I'm the third.
Did you get bit or something? Because, I kind of noticed whenever things get a little dicey, get a little dog-like,
Oh, the tail? Are you talking about the tail?
I'm talking about the tail, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna ask.
Look, if you get mad at me, I'll just dodge it and hide, so...
Yeah, no, there's no tail right now. I like look behind me and be like, I don't think I'm too mad right now. I think we're okay. I think you're
but
okay.
we've all seen you mad, so I'm not fucking around with that.
Yeah. No, it's it's just this I just get really, really angry sometimes, and the tail helps me like channel it. I can put it somewhere.
No, I think we get that. It's the
How did that happen? Yeah.
Yeah, how you have a tail to help you channel it.
Well, it's this. So I don't know. You all have sad things that happen. That's just, we live in a world where sad things happen, and so a really, really sad thing happened to me, and it made me angry. It made me really angry, and so.
You got bit.
No, well, I don't think they bit me. Just somebody help me. Somebody help me figure out
All
how
right,
to.
let me ask you this, okay? Because I think I'm gonna ask you what everybody's thinking. Are you a fucking werewolf?
Yeah, I was thinking it.
I was also thinking that.
Not that I have a
Ricky's gonna look
problem.
around. Ricky's gonna look around and be like, what? No. I'm not-
Insight check.
I'm not
I can't roll less than, I think, an 8 because of my
I-
feature. If someone's lying to me.
You can't roll less than an 8? That's amazing.
Are you being sarcastic?
Yes!
Could you not?
An 8 inside check is not gonna.
It's pretty bad.
I can't roll less than an 8 on the die.
Oh, okay.
God,
That's much
duh.
better.
Look, you made
Natural
an insight.
20
All right,
with an 8.
sorry, jeez.
for 26.
You rolled
Are
a
you a
natural
werewolf?
20.
Yeah,
I
she
sure
rolled a
did.
26 to read you.
No, you could tell that
You're a
like
werewolf.
Ricky's totally confused. Like this is like way above Ricky's like pay grade. Like
Bells will chime in. If she is one, she doesn't know it.
What?
no,
Feel like that would be kind of hard to miss. I
Have
mean,
you ever
I
turned
am
into
the
a full
expert in
wolf?
lycanthropy, but it's a condition that exists, and you
Mhm.
know, I feel like you would know.
So does it end at the tail, or do you get fully?
what? No, I was a gargoyle for a while, but I've never been a werewolf.
I remember that.
He was.
Wait,
Mhm.
what?
It's
Like
Look.
a building?
It was this. I met this druid. They took me in, and they helped me figure out how to deal with my anger. And it turns out that if I imagine myself as a wolf, I can channel that anger, and I can only hurt bad people, and I don't hurt people like you. But I have to channel it.
Did the druid bite you to help you figure this out?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
No,
So
I
you're
think
telling us
if
you
you
got
got that condition, I'm pretty sure you'd know.
so angry that you just popped the tail out?
No, I had to practice that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you worked
makes
toward it.
This
Yeah.
doesn't sound like a normal case of lycanthropy. So,
What it sounds
but
like
I've never
is what you
heard of
got-
anything like this either.
It's druid shit. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
You got-
What it sounds like is you got scammed by the druids because they only showed you how to do half of a wild shape.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh,
Probably.
Like I don't
Reach
think you can do
down.
half. I don't think you can do half. I don't think that's how that works.
Well, clearly,
Your own-
it's working a little bit, because
I mean,
mean-
that's something. It's something.
I ain't never caught Ricky outside howling at the moon.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean
We've
she hasn't
seen,
done it.
We've seen her during full moon.
I'd have noticed.
I mean,
I don't know.
there's something to be said for howling at the moon, you know.
Are you a werewolf?
Yeah, you a werewolf?
Not to my knowledge.
Is anyone here a werewolf?
Ricky
Or
immediately
wear
was like,
anything.
I'm not a werewolf. I'm not a lichen. Whatever that other one was. I'm neither of those
They're the
things.
same thing.
I
Right.
believe
Oh.
you.
Yeah.
I'm not any of the thing. I'm none of those
Never.
things.
Whatever it is you got going on, I'm glad keeps you safe. Keeps us safe.
Yeah. I think it keeps you all safe.
Ricky,
There's
yeah,
some things I didn't learn in physics or school, that's for sure.
I will let you know, Ricky.
Popping a tail out, I didn't learn that.
Out of everybody that I've met since we've been on this crew, you're the first one that's still here. We can't lose you. You're important to us. You're our anchor.
Like Ricky will like really take that in and kind of hang her head and kind of look up at you and say, that's something that's different.
It's
You know, you said some people are lucky and some people ain't, and some people just keep on living.
Yeah.
Keeping on living is the hard part. That's the hardest fucking thing out here. So keep
You're
on-
right about that.
That's why the tail has to come out sometimes.
Yeah, good on you. Wish I had one.
Ren, you able to put that thing away in your? Yeah. Are we looking?
has it been an hour?
At this point, sure.
Yeah, as soon as you say that, he exhales fully, and he takes his hands off the sword, and he just, with the wave of his hand, it disappears.
After Zed says that, he looks at Ricky and kind of gives her a nod, like, I'm averting the conversation from you, so you don't feel uncomfortable type of situation. Just a nod.
And then he brings it back.
Yeah, you ready to
Fantastic.
take that outside? I don't like it out here.
Yeah. Let's switch.
Okay.
And he puts it away.
Get back into the scouter seat.
Okay. You exchange positions, and you continue the long road north. I need a D100, please.
I got it. 54.
54.
54.
True fitty.
I said.
Okay, hold on.
By the way, Bells, you can probably let go.
No.
Yeah.
As long as possible.
Okay. All right.
Hopefully, you're saying it gets another command that diverts its attention. Wonder how that works.
I
Still
don't know.
gonna be pissed and ignore the command, or
Yeah,
do
Don't
it?
know. We don't know its mental faculties. We don't know if it holds grudges or.
If we know it's not doing what it's supposed to, or if it's just a command out there in the, in the blue.
Roll me another
Okay.
D100, please.
Oh, I thought that was 100 for a second. It's a 10.
10. Reroll.
I was all
That doesn't work.
okay. 16. What about that?
How about that?
16.
Echo looks so confused.
I got another one lined up.
I'm
It just
trying to
didn't work.
piece up how this would happen. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
You guys.
He has a little
The
giggle.
road north has become cluttered. And while these conversations are happening, Bells, you have not really been listening because driving has become a challenge. You have to thread the point of the plow between ruined carts, destroyed bodies, piles of wreckage and linen and textile and broken pieces. And as this happens, as the ground is just littered with the remains of what looks like a raid or an undead strike on a caravan or something, the next 200 feet is just... It's pretty macabre, depressing. There's no bodies that are whole. Any body that is whole, you imagine, likely got up to go be an undead wanderer. But there are a lot of destroyed carriages and crates and barrels that are just broken apart, and as the Brahma's pushing through them, even though it's missing 2 of the batteries, it still has all of the magical torque it needs to easily push its way through here. What you're concerned is, as you're pushing through all this wreckage, anything that gets stuck in the plow is going to make a lot of noise.
Mm-hmm.
Zed, through this... Exactly.
You scared the fuck out of me.
Just like the garbage on the plow would. Zed, through the spotter scope, it's really hard to see anything specific as there's lots of just broken wood and destroyed objects that are just blocking your view in all directions. Ren, you see there is a corpse that is off the side of the road, and it is stuck to the ground by a lance through, like, its clavicle to the ground beneath it. And the corpse is trying to move. It's clearly a zombie. But that's not what stands out to you. You've seen that before. That's every day till Sunday. What stands out to you is the armor this corpse is wearing. It has a breastplate on, and that breastplate is black and shining and clean.
Mm-hmm.
With your knowledge of materials, especially from where you're from, you think that's adamantine.
So does it look like my adamantine breastplate?
Similar.
Yeah.
Halt, stop.
How about you just tell me what you're
Uh,
wanting us to stop for? Because I don't really take instructions.
Adamantine breastplate.
She stops.
She does not take instructions well.
No, I don't take halt. No, please.
What stands out to you and everyone else now that they see it is this adamantine breastplate is sparkling clean, which is unusual, even
Magic.
for adamantine.
Hmm.
Well, I could wear that.
Well, it's attached to a.
Think it's
Is
big.
it? Is it a zombie?
It's a zombie. It's stuck to the ground by a lance. It's just.
Okay. He
It's,
takes out the vorpal sword.
it's not even. It's a CR 1/4. You kill the zombie.
I chop off its head.
Sure. You.
Jesus.
I'm getting a taste for chopping off heads.
Oh boy.
What does that say? Jeez. Okay. What is this dark mirror we're looking into in this campaign? You kill the zombie by lopping off its head, and it no longer struggles as the body slumps off of the lance, where the lance was coming through its neck. Well, there's no head anymore, so it just falls flat on the ground. The breastplate is clean, though now it has some gross, dried Icarus blood on it.
All right.
It's almost like
For it.
hydrophobic as it drips away from it.
Before I pick it up, I'm gonna identify.
Okay. It is an adamantine breastplate +1.
Yeah, extra enchantment. Who wants it?
I could wear it.
Does anyone not want it? Holy shit.
Yeah. I can wear it. I have studded leather, non-magic of any kind.
Get that plus
Well,
one.
hell,
I'll give you mine.
Put the adamantine on then. Jeez.
I think Zed wants the better one.
Backliner.
I'm the one controlling the thing that could kill us. Maybe if I didn't take, damage as easily.
My breastplate is
What if we
already
rollied
made
for it?
The necrotic
Whatever you gotta
resistant.
say.
So,
What if we
Bandage.
rollied for it?
Handed you an ancient artifact, and she wants it all. Okay.
Yeah. We could rolly for it.
10.
Oh, shit.
You're rolling. Okay.
9.
God damn it!
Anybody
I'll
else
take
wants it can roll. I'm gonna give my regular adamantine breastplate to whoever wants it, but I would like the plus one. That'd be cool.
I'll take your
You
regular.
know what? No, I found it. I get it. I'm just kidding.
You already have magic armor.
I know.
I'm already
I was kidding.
already
He doesn't say that.
Yes, fight amongst yourselves.
Clearly,
I
this
don't
should be decided by who would be more handsome in the breastplate.
I kind of.
Both of you
I
just
suppose.
model, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I put the adamantine regular
I'd
one.
look real good in black.
It's too late. You didn't pitch it already.
Ah, shit.
You had to have wanted it more. Clearly, you didn't.
No. Yeah, this mine's magical. It should just fit to you.
I mean, yours is adamantine as well, so it would be useful for the both of you.
Yeah.
this
No, I
is
took his
a
old
little-
one. He took the new one.
A little harder.
Okay.
It's been agreed upon.
Very nice.
There you
Thanks.
go.
I don't see a plus one in the inventory, so I'm just gonna manually adjust my armor.
Yep. Okay. You guys have found Battlefield spoils.
Hooray.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
All right, time's a wasting.
Let's get it.
We go.
Back onto the side.
I need
As it
another D100, please.
Somebody else want to roll? There you go.
62.
62. Okay.
Some more fucking gloom stuff.
No, that wasn't a random encounter.
Oh, well, fair enough.
That was it. You took my Vorpal sword. I'm trying to get that shit back.
That was a y'all have had a lot of peace and quiet, and I need to change that.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Okay. Roll me another D100, please.
Okay, I'll stop taking pictures of cats.
That'll be good.
Nice.
No.
I like that.
Okay. You guys have been traveling for about 6 hours now, and it's getting dark. As it is getting darker, you find the frequency of carts ruined and destroyed along the road and along the side of the road becoming much, much higher. You get the feeling you know the ocean is just a mile or two to your right, basically. And then these roads being so close to the coastline, you're not surprised that you're coming across trade routes and small hamlets and these sorts of, like, small settlements that have been long since ransacked and destroyed. Ricky, you see something odd. On the left side of the road, there is a clearing that does not look like it was always a clearing. It looks as though there is a 20-foot square mat of grass that was just completely pressed hard to the ground. And all around it, you see evidence of battle. You see dead bodies, both of zombie and of people. Dead bodies that have been absolutely massacred to the point where they couldn't be risen again. Roll me a perception check, please, Ricky. DC's not very high at all because of the weird situation here. Well,
Oof, oof, ouch.
clearing's weird.
I think I'll kind of yell across the Brahma to Zed and be like, "This, I've been out here a long time. I don't know if I've seen something like this before."
What am I looking at? It's just a.
It's a weird, it's like a strange clearing that's 20 foot square perfectly. Like the edges of the clearing look as though they were hard pressed, like magically. And on the edges of the clearing, you see
Like
there's
20 foot you drop on and like crushed everything underneath it.
no.
No, okay.
It looks like something carved out a 20-foot square block of grass, and it's flat perfectly. And then
Is
all
this another
around it,
orb of destruction?
That
Oh.
Minecraft shit.
yeah, it looks like Notch came in. No, it looks like was a fight around this clearing, and it's long past. Everything that's around it is completely dead. You can roll an investigation or perception if you'd like.
Like a fireball?
A strangely
not?
square fireball, perhaps.
Like a force cage or something. I rolled a
Fire
9.
square?
I'm
You
going
guys are useless.
to. No, I got this. I'm gonna do a saying. I have
Does he get
fortune of the many
advantage?
to add +3.
Did he get advantage because he's
12.
using the scope?
No, he's not using the scope. This is too close for the scope.
Hmm.
So I get a +3.
Okay, well, Selena, you see... So, Zed, you just see this weird clearing. Selena, you see in the middle of the clearing, as you're looking out the hatch, like next to the turret, you see there is a tiny, shining metal cube in the middle of the clearing.
I want to get a closer look at that cube.
What?
Am I pulling over?
There's a cube in miniature in the center of the clearing. See it?
Pull over.
Some magical shit that's gonna trap you in there for eternity.
Didn't say I was going to touch it.
Okay. Just be safe.
As you approach, you see a tiny, it looks like iron. It is a 1-inch by 1-inch cube just sitting in the middle of the clearing.
That's weird.
I think I know what it is. I don't know if Zed would know what it is.
Can you identify it?
I could ritually identify it. Don't really want to stand here for 10 minutes.
Do you have mage hand?
No.
I don't either.
Can I roll a high DC check to try to guess what
Are you
it is?
proficient in Arcana?
I am.
Can I make an arc check too?
Anybody who is proficient in Arcana can roll Arcana.
18.
21.
Ren and Zed with a DC 20. The way the clearing is pressed to the ground and the fact that it's a tiny 1-inch cube, you suspect it might be a deployable fortress or tower.
Instant fortress.
That's what it looks like. It looks like it's whatever it was, its timer ran out and now it went back to its dormant form of a tiny cube.
I think I've seen that before. Actually, it might be an instant fortress.
I think
Magical.
you're right.
Pops into huge place where we can kind of hunker down. Whoever
Huge
is
is a
using
strong
it.
word.
It's big, bigger than our Brahma. We've been living in a Brahma. Okay,
That's fair.
everything's
That's fair.
huge.
Bigger than it looks.
It's bigger on the inside.
Bigger on the inside.
I mean, whoever was using it got overrun before they could turn it down. So I'll go grab it. I'll go grab it.
You go grab it?
Yeah, go pick
Okay.
it up.
It weighs almost nothing. You have a 1-inch cube of steel in your hand.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, we could definitely identify it if we want, but I'm almost positive this is instant fortress.
If it is an instant fortress, you know it has a trigger word, and you don't know what it is.
Okay.
Doc, yeah, your diagnosis seems to match the facts. But we'll need to figure out how it works if we're going to use it.
When
Yeah, it usually has a trigger word, which there's no telltale sign of it. So
You will know instant fortresses are sometimes carried by officers of the Serisian army for emergency fortifications. So this is not outrageous that that's what out here.
I mean-
when we set up camp, I can identify it, and we can probably ascertain what the word is.
gotcha. Okay, let's I kind of just like hand it over to Ren. It's all you, big guy.
All right. He puts it away.
Okay. You put
Ricky.
away the iron cube.
Saddle up and mosey on down the road.
Ricky, what?
Ricky's gonna look around and just be like, so do we have to be careful what we say now?
Yeah,
Probably.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it turns out the code word is sunflower, and suddenly we're all just going to be crushed under a fortress. Yeah, it'd be bad.
You say sunflower and Ricky's gonna like flinch.
I didn't think it was actually going to be that. I don't think most officers
Oh.
would. Never mind.
Well, maybe it's what you least expect, though. I'm looking around.
Yeah, what if they named it after like their dog or something? Right? Do you pick it?
Shadow.
I think whoever enchanted the cube will have picked the code word.
Who did that?
Probably somebody in
Probably somebody in this region. Royal
Yep.
Guard.
the core, NA. I don't know.
Let's
All
try
right.
to crack it later.
Yeah, don't say any words that are real official sounding or important, because I don't really feel
That's-
like setting off that powder keg.
No.
Especially in the Brahma.
Yeah, how would that work? Would we all just get squished?
I don't know, but luckily Ren sits on the outside.
Good point.
Hmm.
Ren, if you feel like it's gonna blow up, just jump off.
It's instantaneous for a reason.
Right, so just jump off.
It will happen.
Real
anyway.
fast.
I'm not fast.
Shit.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Yep.
Yeah. No one talk to Ren.
I do think you have to be
Shush!
holding.
I'm used to it.
You do have to be holding the fortress to activate it. So
All right. She like suspiciously eyes Ren out the hatch.
just Ren can't say any official sounding words. It's gonna be a problem for him.
He eyes her back.
Selena just grins.
She like does the thing where she just like does the two fingers toward her eyes and then at you, and then slowly closes the hatch over her head.
Fucking adorable.
You guys continue onward. It's getting dark, and you've been making good progress. Well, fairly good progress. The Brahma functioning on 4 out of 6 batteries is slowing you down. But it's moving, so it's getting to the point where you might want to try and find a place to camp. There's lots of wreckage everywhere. There's plenty of places to hide.
How long has it been since we left the Death Knight? Like we
Oh, the
talking
Death
3
Knight?
hours.
Oh, it's been
8
like
hours?
12 hours.
Okay.
Have I had to make any more fights for control?
I would have asked you for...
Yeah, that's true.
Thinking
I
about
think
maybe... Go ahead.
I think we're good for the Death Knight if you want to.
Let's set up camp first.
I've taken your
Situated.
opinion under advisement.
All right.
What do you want to do, Bills? How about that?
Well, it's not his
I'm
mind
still thinking about
that's
it.
at risk.
Mm-hmm.
What did Regal say?
Two
It's not his
bells.
mind at risk.
Yeah,
Oh,
two
okay.
bells. Regal said it's not his mind at risk.
I'm thinking about it still.
Okay.
Let's set up camp, shall we?
Yes, boss.
Ren identifies this cube.
Okay. You learn it is an instant fortress. Its command word is Erevan.
Mm,
Yeah, we were never gonna stumble over that by accident.
that makes sense.
Isn't that like our king or something?
That is King
Yep.
Erevan. Yeah, that's the royal
Yeah.
family.
Could have.
I don't think we're gonna be talking.
I,
about it.
I have thought about for Erevan saying that. That would have
Well,
been funny.
Not even your country.
Yeah, but everybody
knows-
knows the royal
Everybody knows
family.
him.
What the fuck? It is a good thing you didn't say that, because that would have been a very weird and sudden TPK.
Out of everything we've been through,
Pretty
that's what
good.
makes it
That's
happen.
what would
Funny.
happen. It's that's how it goes.
Crushed by a sudden fortress. Do we want to try to set up a ritual to recharge these batteries? I feel like it's.
I think that that's
Yeah.
advisable.
I think as many magic
I
users
can contribute.
work in the ritual as we can, as long as nobody,
Do I glean that instant fortresses hold stuff in them, or could hold stuff in them?
They can. An instant fortress has a limited capacity, but you can furnish it to a limited extent.
This thing actually might have stuff in it if it was left out.
Let's go on, check it out. Throw it out in the open. Wait, did we find a clearing yet, or the camp?
No, we haven't rolled for it.
You guys said it might be a good idea to find a place to camp, and then
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that.
yeah. Go ahead and roll me a survival check, please.
Who's got the best one? Because I don't.
I got +1.
I got plus nothing.
Ricky,
I've got +2.
that's our best
All
so
right, is
far.
that
I
the
got
best one?
+0.
Sal, what do you have?
+3.
Yeah.
Well, it's too late now.
Probably should have rolled.
A 9.
I
Rick-
mean, I'm not proficient in it, so it, you know.
Ricky,
You're still better than everybody else in the group.
the issue is down here by the coast, aside from destroyed buildings, there really is not much cover. The land is pretty flat. There's not a lot of hills. There's not even that many trees. Your best bet at a place for a campsite is to look for maybe a culvert or maybe a low point on the beach. Someplace that will be hard to see from a distance. This is kind of up to you, because
Maybe we can
Hmm.
dig a sand bunker or something so we can block the possibility of tide.
We have an instant fortress now.
Still want some cover, but yeah. You want to maybe put the Brahma behind the instant fortress, maybe towards the water.
How long does it last once you activate it?
Do I know
yeah,
that
you know
from
exactly
the-
how long it lasts. It lasts 24 hours.
Oh,
I say that.
Let's
can
try
you
it
put
out.
it off early, or is it just?
I'm pretty
You
sure
just
I just
say it's
say
name, yeah.
the name of you can. Hmm.
Well, that's useful. Not subtle, but useful.
But if we're out in the open with no cover or fortification, I think this is the time to use it then.
Maybe
Right.
just do it then.
All right. Pick a spot.
Let's go over
Oh.
towards the coast, have the water at our back.
Yeah.
All right. Once the barn is parked,
Yeah.
put it down. Stand a good distance away. Erevan.
Okay. You say that. And as that happens, suddenly it's as if the cube just like expands to fill a 20-foot square, and then walls unfold. Each one is adamantine, solid black. It looks really, really resilient and remarkably sparse on the outside. 2 enormous iron reinforced doors are on the side facing you. And your instant fortress is standing before you.
All right, let's see what's in this thing. If anything at all. He opens the door.
Okay. A moment, please. Let me go ahead and get this open. Apologies. This is broken. Close that. Okay, let me just go ahead and import this. Because the one I had broke. Because of course it did. Fun stuff. All right. Apologies for the delay. Okay, almost good. All right. Let me go ahead and place you. See how quick I can get this fixed. I'm so fast. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I believe.
Okay. This is your instant fortress. On the right is a example of what the item looks like when it is fully upright. And before you
Nice.
can check out the instant fortress and what is in it.
Oh,
I will move
It's
you
nice.
guys to the various layers when you go there.
ooh, it's nice
I
in
was
here.
trying to get in.
What's is there like weapons and stuff over here? Books?
Yes, everything you see on the map is accurate to what's here.
Dinner?
Oh, how old is the food?
It's been there a while.
Oh.
It is horse meat.
Yeah,
Ugh.
let's go on. Get this out of here.
Toss
I'm
out the door.
gonna pretty much just wrap up the cloth off the table.
Can I mend
Wrap
it back
up.
into shape?
Mend what
food?
back into shape?
And the food.
No, that's not how food works.
I
Oh.
wrap it up in the cloth, everything, and the plates and all that.
I
jazz,
suddenly
'cause it's
understand why we
thrown
keep
up.
having this issue with Pen eating old food. She thinks she could just mend it.
I can just mend it.
No.
I would like to go second floor.
Okay.
too.
As you move to
Ren
second
goes
floor.
over.
I was super curious about those books.
Oh,
Ren goes over to the desk and sits down in the chair. And are those books there, or is any like
Those books are there.
correspondence?
Uh,
He's gonna look through it.
roll me investigation. But we're gonna handle these one at a time because everybody's running around looking all over the place.
Yeah.
We're gonna start. Selena, you said you were doing something with the table?
I was looking at the books. I'm very curious about the books.
Okay. So you're over by the books. Okay. And Ren is
Yeah.
over by the desk. Okay. We'll handle first floor first. So Ricky, you're still down here. First, Ricky, roll that investigation for me. Ricky. Ugh. Ren, roll me investigation for me.
17.
With a 17. Okay. You find a whole bunch of, not correspondence, but you see journals, and you see what looks like an accounts ledger, and it looks like it's been here a while, like a couple years. What languages do you speak?
Oh, let me check. A common, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Okay. There are some notes here in common, and you can read those. And what you glean from these journals is they are an account of basically a shore-watching battalion. There's a lot of accounts of raids from Tridonians in the middle of this war. So the people that were within this instant fortress, you see accounts of lacking supplies and also not having enough men to deal with undead on one side and naval raiders on the other.
All right. Classic seafaring story.
Selena, you're looking through the books. Are you looking for anything particular, or are you just trying to see what's there?
She's mostly just trying to see what's there. She's very curious about. I mean, if she's looking for anything, it's something that might be useful. But mostly, she's just curious to see what's there.
Okay. Roll me just an investigation.
$19.
19. Okay. Hold on, I'm pulling up notes here. Okay. You see a whole bunch of, well, the sort of books that you'd expect a young officer to be reading. You see the Codex of Eternal War. You see Necromancer's Folly, The Wars of the Pale Kings. You see the Steel and the Spell, A Guide to Anti-Necrotic Warfare. You see The Last Stand of the Ember Guard. You see Siege Tactics Against the Undead. A Soldier's Guide to Cursed Lands. The Wayfarer's Bestiary of the Undying. Salt, Silver, and Sunlight Defensive Magic for Common Soldiers. The Lament of Sir Alden. That one actually is, you recognize that one as actually a fiction, like recreational novel, amongst all of these very specific, basically tactical books, along with a bunch of other journals. You also see Legends of the Starborn. Do you pick any of them in particular?
I think she's gonna. I mean, she may not be familiar with the specific volumes, but there's a lot of this that she would be familiar with in the broad. I mean, she's done a lot of reading herself, you know. So I think Legends of the Starborn is catching on her attention.
Okay.
She'll scoop that up.
As you pick it up, a few sheets slip out of its pages, and you realize they're not torn out of the book. They are notes that someone else has written. Roll me a history check. Okay. How knowledgeable about, like, how into the news around the world would Selena be, do you think? Do you think she's very focused around Ceres, or do you think she's more...
She's pretty focused on Ceres. She was a war orphan. I think that it's not that the world ends at the borders, but it's just going to be the primary focus of everything that she's learning is this war has basically been her whole life. So I don't think she pays that much attention to stuff from the rest of the world.
So Legend of the Starborn, this book is taught you just like skimming through it real quick. You see that this book seems to be speaking of celestial warriors who will return to end the undead war. Or at least that's the hope. Prophecies of creatures from the celestial planes like Elysium and Mount Celestia, they'll come cleanse the world of undead eventually. Whispers,
wishful thinking,
basically. Except on the notes that slipped out, you see correspondence with individuals that end their letterheads as Sentinels of Shine.
Well, I recognize that, but Selena definitely would not. So
Rookie might.
With a 22 on your history check, you have heard the name the Sentinels of Shine before. You don't know who they are, but you feel like you've heard that through osmosis at some point.
White knowledge.
Yeah.
All right. What does this make me think of? Looking at these, what is the correspondence about?
It's talking about what sounds like platoons of Sentinels of Shine here in Raider's Reach, the north side of Ceres now.
Mm-hmm.
Sentinels of Shine that are trying to fight the undead.
Whoa. Reinforcements.
They're not. From what you can tell in the correspondence, it almost sounds like the person who wrote them, whoever's instant fortress this was wary of them. Like they didn't know what to expect if they ran into them.
Yeah, so who are these people? What are they doing here? What the fuck?
Basically.
Okay.
So that's what you see in that
Interesting.
book. We're going to hop over to, let's go, Ricky. Is there anything you want to do on the first floor of this instant fortress as you're looking around?
I don't. Well, okay. The thing that was just behind me, these are just like bags and whatnot. Is it like stores?
Bags. Yeah, it looks like foodstuff stores. Like flour, seed, horse feed, basically. But it's been here a while. And you get the impression that within the instant fortress, it's not a bag of holding. Things are not preserved.
Yeah. How nice does the cutlery look? Like the plates and stuff on the table?
It's pewter, so it looks like it's durable. It looks like it's seen better days, like it could use a really good cleaning, like it's had food on it for years. But it looks totally serviceable. It looks a step above like a mess kit.
I mean, if it's better than what I have, I'm gonna like start taking some plates and like wiping them off and stuff.
It is 100% better than what you have.
Yeah, I will pack up the table setting then.
Okay, yeah, you can just claim that. Sure.
That's all I'm doing on this floor. I mean, I feel like Ricky's waiting to see if there's a kitchen in here otherwise. So
okay.
Last question I have about these books or journals. Is there a name specifically or names that Ren can notice?
So on the journals, there's no like he's not like signing his name on the pages of the journal.
He doesn't talk in the third person?
No, it doesn't look like it. You can roll me an investigation.
Okay. I will go ahead and guidance myself for this one. Oh, probably not going to matter. 13.
13. You sift around, and if you spend long enough, you do find beneath the journals and stuff there are some letters, and one of them is a return letter. And from it, you learn, at least from the context of what you're seeing, Sheldon Hallowell.
Oh.
Not Halitheth, you guys. Calm down. Hallowell.
Uh-huh. It still
Man,
sounds
he's
familiar.
Does it? Yeah, it's crazy.
I can't believe Halliwell Halitheth was out here so long ago.
It's spelled different. Sorry, guys.
All right. Does
How
that
did you do that to us?
ring any bells?
I'm over here.
No. It does not.
Okay. Fair enough. He'll put that at the forefront and just kind of stack everything neatly and then go upstairs.
Okay. Upstairs, we're going to go ahead and jump to Zed and Bells. I'll move you up there in a moment, Ren.
Sure.
Zed, you're up there first. What are you doing?
These foot lockers at the front of the beds?
Yeah, they are, yeah.
I'm gonna go through the foot lockers.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Bells will say, if you find a hat, could you let me know?
Sure, Flash. I'm gonna do the fortune of the many for an 8.
An 8. You find lots of clothes. You do find lots.
Do you want help?
Yeah, by all means. Looking to see if there's anything useful.
Can I
roll
roll
with
too?
advantage. Or you can roll yourself if you'd
Yeah,
like.
let her roll.
Terrible. 10. I rolled a 2. Still better than his 5, though.
8.
Oh.
10. Okay.
Sorry.
It's all right. You both find a whole lot of clothes.
Hats.
Yeah, you find a few hats.
She'll put a hat on that's big enough to hide Regal.
They're all pretty standard Serisian issue, mostly like sun hats, the sort of things that are leather and very broad with a flat brim. The sort of things that are very utilitarian. They're sturdy, they're tough. They don't look great, but they do the job very well.
She'll snag one of those.
Okay. You take a hat. With a 10, Bells, roll me a d4.
Okay. Yes, Sal. Oh, 1.
We're doing great up here.
A 1. Okay. Interesting.
Interesting.
Okay. Sure. In one of these chests, with that 10, you do find something that strikes you as an artificer as interesting. In a chest full of very large clothes, the traveling clothes and pieces of armor that have weathered away in this particular footlocker look like they were built for somebody who's very big, likely a Goliath. But you do also see a belt. And in that belt, you see that has a very large buckle that has like a blue face set into it that's very angular and square, with very geometric shapes around it. And you, as an artificer, immediately recognize this belt is magical and has a lot of power in it.
Would you look at this? Can I start identifying it virtually?
Nice.
Yeah.
I do that.
Okay. We'll come back
I'll
to
figure
you.
out what it is. She'll sit on a bed and focus on it.
Zed, with your 8 investigation,
Yeah.
you find 57 gold pieces.
Nice.
Hey, that's 3
That
times
is-
more than I have in my pocket.
That is doubling my net worth.
Yeah, you guys you haven't found a lot of money. Undead don't really carry pocket change.
No.
And as you are searching, Ren emerges out the hatch.
Ren, I'll kind of glance by. Any good weapons down there?
There's literally a weapon rack and no one looked at it.
Yeah, I know. I went upstairs first.
I was looking at books. It was very important.
Maybe Ricky can be looking at the weapon.
Maybe.
I say if somebody
Just
yells
still
down
down
at me.
there.
I haven't even left the room
Ricky.
yet. I could still look at weapons. You don't know.
Any good weapons down there, Ricky? Not too
I-
much up here.
It's a pretty nice
Little bit of pocket
plates.
change.
Oh, well, I can check the weapons. The plates are great. I'm excited for those.
Any of the magic?
Oh, I don't know. You guys are gonna have to check that for me.
Interesting notes.
I
Let's
was
go look
muted.
at his weapons.
Oh, yes, you were.
Yeah, that's
Whoops.
why I asked Ricky.
Eyeball.
He says, I didn't check the weapons. This actually belonged to a Hallowell. Does that
Oh, he
ring
goes
any
to the
bells to
Mariner.
anybody?
Did
Those
he
of
have good
you
weapons
who are
there?
those of you who are in the Serisian military by standard, so Zed or Bells, can roll a history check.
Sure.
Thought I was in the.
You're downstairs.
Oh, sorry.
Nope.
18.
I don't know. Holloway have any good weapons?
You don't know. No one fucking looked. With an 18 on hold.
Look,
Hold on.
With an 18, Bells, you remember the name Hallowell. Captain Hallowell was thought lost. Him and his battalion were sent to defend a coastline village, and no one ever heard back from them.
Yeah. She regurgitates that. Well, you found his fortress. Maybe
Mm.
their corpses are nearby. Or in here. There's still another floor, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
The roof or another floor?
Uh,
Are there any signs of a struggle inside?
no, the walls and the door were intact,
All right.
which you would know, knowing the spell, that if they're damaged, they need to be repaired. So,
Mhm.
looking on the roof, does someone go up to the roof?
Yeah.
Okay, climb the ladder, you're now on the roof. There's nothing up here. There are battlements that you can see out around really well, really clearly, out on the coast, but there's no bodies, there's gargoyles that don't seem to do anything.
And I go back down.
Okay.
Yeah, ain't shit up there. Good vantage point though, unless you get gloom stalkers ahead. Anybody want to check the weapons?
Yes.
Yes, we would
Go downstairs so that you can stop asking.
All right.
Are you not identifying that belt right now?
I am.
Oh, you're
That was
saying you have
10
to. Ah, okay.
saying, please God, anyone.
I'd like to take a look at this chest too.
Okay. The chest is locked.
Well, then I would like to use my thieves' tools to try to open the chest.
Okay, roll thieves' tools.
Come back down. Check the weapon rack.
With a 26, you unlock the chest relatively quickly. The chest opens, and within it you find a whole lot of documents.
Ooh. I'd like to search through the documents and see what they are.
Let's just assume these guys' identities.
They are orders.
God, we're a bunch of nerds.
You see a whole bunch of maps that were describing the Serisian Royal Army's movements in this area. There's a list of all the supplies that have been requested to come to the village Horther, which is the name of the city that these orders talk about defending. Selena, you know that name. Horther was a coastal town that was completely destroyed.
This is a time capsule from not now, and I'm really sad reading this. All these people are dead.
You do also find a spell scroll.
Ooh, what is it?
Ooh.
Looking at the spell scroll, you roll an Arcana, please, because it is above a spell level you can cast. Oh, yeah, it's Scatter.
Scatter?
Scatter.
I heard such a thing before.
You've never heard of Scatter before. That's interesting.
No.
That's
I don't think I have.
real high
It
level.
is a level 6 spell.
Yep.
I will read it for you. The air quivers. It has a range of 30 feet. The air quivers around up to 5 creatures of your choice that you can see within range. An unwilling creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw to resist the spell. You teleport each affected target to an unoccupied space that you can see within 120 feet of you. That space must be on the ground or on a floor.
You can just be like, no, be gone.
You make 5 creatures scatter within 30 feet of you.
Nice. That's huge.
It's a
And
very
break up
cool
a
spell
fight.
when, I mean, if you could cast it, but yeah, that
It
is
was
very.
locked up in a chest, unfortunately.
Could have used that.
This is a lot of military intelligence that would have been very useful before this town was destroyed, and a very useful defensive spell.
Nice.
Looking at the weapon rack, Ren,
Yes.
you see there are some things here that look completely mundane. There's an older style rifle that just looks a single shot, like it's been here for a while. You see in a scabbard next to it is a blade. It's a long sword, clearly. But its hilt is beautiful. It has like a black crossguard that's wrapped in leather all the way up the hilt, and then the pommel has a blue crystal in it. And it's in a scabbard, so You can't actually see anything else about it, but
He's gonna pick that up and just kind of like slowly take it out of the scabbard.
the blade is solid blue crystal.
Oh,
Ooh, that is.
Damn.
What style sword is it?
It's a longsword.
longsword.
Damn it.
Is that considered a martial weapon?
It is.
Yes.
Ooh.
Zed, we got something.
I come down.
It's shiny.
Good. I was
You
asking
come
about
down.
that.
Okay.
He just pulls it like out of the scabbard just a little bit to show the crystal.
It is
Ricky?
beautiful. The blade is like an aquamarine crystal, slightly translucent. You can kind of see, well, red behind it.
Ricky, that big enough for you?
I mean, I'd pick it up and swing it around. How does it feel?
It feels remarkably good. It's a longsword. You know how to use them. It is extremely lightweight. And as you swing it, as it slashes through the air, it seems as though it catches light that is not there.
We can get a identify going on this bad boy.
If we think we're not going to run into any trouble, yeah,
We're inside a fortress.
I cast Identify.
It is a crystal blade.
It's a crystal longsword.
Good eye. This magic sword's blade is fashioned from likely the horn or the spine from a crystal dragon. When you hit with an attack roll using this sword, the target takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage. The sword has 3 charges and regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. When you hit a creature with an attack roll using the sword, you can expend 1 charge to regain a number of hit points equal to the extra radiant damage the sword dealt. While you're holding the sword, you can use a bonus action to cause it to shed bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet.
I mean, Ricky, you get first dibs as you're swinging more than I am, but if you don't want it, I'll gladly take it.
You could probably use a shield with it to protect
Yeah,
yourself a little bit more, rather than wield the great axe.
Oh, yeah. I'll look over at you and say, maybe I try this out the next time and see how it feels.
It does
Let me-
require attunement. You can... Crystal Blade is a real D&D Beyond item. You should be able to find it.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, I see it. I mean, I'll take it, Zed, if you want it.
I would use it if you're not. I know you like the bigger axe, bigger weapons, but this thing might be a little more precise for you.
Plus
Yeah,
radiant
you go.
damage.
The healing
You know,
power.
I am
on
gonna
that
take it. I
radiant-
don't. Yeah. Unless
So
you're
if
not
you-
swinging ever because you don't have a weapon, I'll take it because I'm.
Over the table, if you two-hand it, you get 1d10 plus 1d8, so it is more, and it heals you.
But you don't
if
need to
you
use a shield
charge.
with it.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
need to use. So you can do. It'll do 1d10 plus 1d8, which is more than what your great axe is
Yeah,
right now.
I mean, I'll take it then. Unless, again,
Yeah.
if Zed wants it, you can have it.
Nah, by all means, that looks.
Okay.
You look
Cool.
like you'll be able to swing that. I got my flail.
Your
At this
booming
point,
flame.
Bells, you finish identifying the belt.
What is?
It is a belt of frost giant strength.
Yes.
What does that boost it to?
It boasts the wearer's strength to 23.
Oh, wow.
Damn. All right. She was hoping for a belt of dwarven kind, but she will hop up.
Hellfish, a
I
23
can't
strength
believe
belt,
You
and you're
did
up
23 strength belt, and you're like, oh man,
She-
it will give me a
She
beard.
No.
personally would have liked a dwarven kind belt for herself, but in this
No.
case, she's gonna scurry downstairs and find Ricky.
Or
Hey,
give it
Ricky.
or give it to Zed, and he can wield that great axe now.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I guess I could offer it to the
No,
group.
no,
well, I
no,
thought
I
about
get
Ricky
it.
first.
This is my
Hey,
pack
Ricky.
weapon.
Yeah.
I found this. You're strong, right?
Yeah. I'm real strong.
Do you want to be stronger?
Ricky's gonna look around, kind of lean in and be like, always.
Do you have the attunement slots for this?
I think I only have one
mean-
thing attuned, so
Minus the
Oh.
new sword you got.
yeah, so 2, including the sword.
Oh, there you
So I have got one more. Okay.
She'll hold her little paws. She'll hold up this belt.
What's your
Yeah.
strength at prior to?
I was at 20, so
Yo, let me get that belt. I'm at 8.
If you enlarge on someone wearing a belt of giant strength, does their strength still go up?
Enlarge does not affect your strength. It gives you advantage on athletics checks, but otherwise it increases your damage by 1d4.
Oh, it just increases the damage. Okay, never mind.
No, you
so
can
do
take
y'all
it.
want me to take it, or do you want it, Zed?
It would be better in your hand
Okay.
or on your waist.
Lawyers?
Go ahead and add a belt of frost giant strength to your inventory.
Effing epic.
My strength would have went up 15.
Superhuman. They'd have gotten so ripped so quickly.
It
20,
wouldn't even-
23 or 25?
23.
23.
It's frost giant.
It wouldn't
Okay.
really have affected my thing because right now everything's based off charisma.
Yeah,
and
your
score.
stuff is all scaling up charisma. A belt of giant strength
Yeah,
wouldn't
so-
actually help you very much.
No. No, it wouldn't have.
He'd win at arm wrestling contests.
Yeah?
Bells will scurry back upstairs.
Just think
Sit
of
on up
more
there.
chest hair.
So I'm also going to go to the second floor.
Okay. You go up to the second floor. You find a room full of 4 beds and like a small table that looks like a toiletry table, basically. It's a vanity.
I'd like to investigate those chests before I accidentally clicked out of the room.
Okay, roll investigation.
Sorry, I'll be there in a second. I accidentally.
Oh,
Hit
take
that.
your time.
Womp womp. 15.
15. With a 15, as you're looking around this room, you see that the bed that Bells is kind of like sitting on, it looks a little weird to you. As if the mattress is not perfectly set on its frame.
I check under the bed.
What? What's happening?
Roll investigation again.
Something weird with his mattress.
Oh.
I'm rolling shit.
With a 16, you see where the mattress sits on the slats of the frame of the bed. There's something invisible between the mattress and the slats. It's like pressing up on the bed. You're like looking underneath it and looking up, and you see there's the indent of something square. But somehow it's hidden. Like you're looking at an invisible thing that's creating space.
Okay, I'm gonna cast see invisibility on myself.
Oh, okay. You see a book. It's a large tome. You are muted.
I think for Selena, see invisibility is just like pulls out a little eyedropper, and then put these magic eye drops in her eyes so that she can see invisibility, and is blinking through like an ethereal glow in her eyes.
Okay.
Sees this book, pulls
For
it out.
For the context, this bed that you're looking at is clearly like the captain's bed. You see there's like boots that were polished but are now dusty, and
Nice shit,
um,
yeah.
this book, as you pull it out,
In here,
You see it is a tome of clear thought.
Excuse me?
Holy shit.
What'd that do, though? Hold on.
It increases your intelligence by 2 and the maximum by 2.
Bro.
Nice.
Bro.
Yeah.
You know how these tomes of research work, Selena, as an artificer.
Yeah.
You
so
imagine this was the captain's book.
Has it already been used?
You open it and look at the first page, and there is writing.
Oh, man. He didn't get a chance to use it.
You suspect 3 to 5 years ago, he likely was waiting for it to refresh.
So, Selena, how do you feel about this book?
Selena closes the book and she kind of crushes it against her chest and she says, "This is the greatest treasure that we could possibly have found."
Sure is.
Give it to Ricky.
Perfect. I'm feeling real dumb right now, guys. Is there a way I can fix that?
Just ignore the halfling downstairs.
Clean living. A clean living.
And with that, you found every magic item within
Okay.
the instant fortress.
Nice.
I didn't expect you guys to find the instant fortress right now, but you did, so here's the stuff in it.
Hey.
All right, I think what Selena's going to do with this book, she's going to hold it up. It's not. Is it still invisible?
Yeah, you can see
So-
it.
Okay, because I've got the invisibility up, but nobody else can see it, so I'm just like holding an invisible thing. So she's holding it up. She's like, "This is a treasure." She looks like a crazy person, and she's like, "Let's." I'm gonna head back downstairs so that we can all circle up around this because this is we're gonna have to talk about who's gonna read it.
Yeah, sure. I'll come down with you.
What are you talking about?
Did we lock the Brahma?
Well, Brahma doesn't lock.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Everybody remember that.
Okay, so everybody comes back downstairs to the first floor.
Ren takes a seat at the table.
Selena swings this invisible book down on the table and hits down with a thump. She's like, This is a tome of clear thought. To make you smarter."
How do you
Mhm.
read it if it's invisible?
You just spell the magic on it.
Yeah, I mean, we could just. I've got a magic drop so I can see it, but right now,
I
but
cast dispel magic on it.
It becomes visible.
Oh,
Hooray! Problem solved.
there you go.
So, who's gonna read it?
Not
I
the reader,
mean-
right?
I would love to. Obviously,
Could I put a pitch out there?
I'm listening. I'm sure the rest of the group is too.
So, I'm an intelligence caster. I know you are too. But as the person who's using the crown right now, the higher my spell casting check, the more likely I can to control things. This would put me into a new bracket range for my spell attack.
This would put me into a new bracket range for the medicine that I use to keep you all alive.
Don't you use wisdom for that?
I use wisdom for magic. I use intelligence for medicine.
Other way around.
Is that true, Echo? That's what I
Oh,
thought.
Other way around.
I got it backwards. Anyway, that is not a mistake that Selena would make. That's a mistake that I made.
That's okay.
Mhm.
Damn you, Astra, taking that other book.
Yeah, she took the wisdom book.
There's a charisma book out there somewhere. I don't know
We'll find it
where.
one day. One day.
I put forth my pitch.
Doesn't involve me. Y'all come to an agreement on your.
It would
own.
bring you to a 21. It would bring me to a 22.
The big thing for me is getting from just the boost from 19 to 20 because numbers.
It would get you to 21.
Same.
Yeah.
Then it would get me to 22.
Yeah, but you're already at 20 is your point. Also, you
Right,
just, like,
but I
rolled
already
the
told
one.
you why that would be better for the whole group.
You just got the magic armor. Didn't you?
I got Zed's.
You have a legendary
Secondary.
crown.
The whole reason
You have
I
an-
wanted is to make that more successful for the
That's
rest of the
That's
group.
the only reason, right?
Of course, it'll help with my spell casting. That's the whole point.
All right.
I did not get the magic breastplate.
As
Zed
your
did.
DM, I'm going to say no. We're not doing rollies on this one because this is a character altering magic item. I'm going to say we're going to hold off on a decision on this book until next session. I want you guys to talk about it out of character and sort out which of you gets it. Okay?
Mhm.
Yes.
It's
I
between
I
the
already
two
said
of
my
you.
piece.
There's no one else.
I already
Yeah.
said my piece. What else can I say?
So, yeah, you did say your piece that it would help you with the crown.
You can get 20 on an ASI. I can't go above 20 without anything else.
Pen.
I'm just saying.
I know, you've said it a few times. It's okay. There are lots of ways to get your attributes higher. We're going to set that aside, okay?
Can we do this ritual to charge some batteries?
Yeah, we need to do that.
Right. Okay. The Brahma is, well, it's outside the instant fortress, and there's no real way to get it inside the instant fortress. You maybe could pull some shenanigans with Reduce if you wanted to, but magic items interact weirdly when they're that big.
Yeah, I don't really want to try to cast Reduce on the Brahma, I feel like.
So, any work that's going to be done on the Brahma is going to be happening outside in the open. And while you do have an instant fortress that you can use to guard or look around, how you use the instant fortress is entirely up to you guys. I realize this session was a little bit of a loot fairy session, but that's what the dice have said. And I did inevitably plan for these things to be dropped on you. Didn't expect it to be this soon, but as I think about what's coming ahead, that might be for the best.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Well, I'll ask this in character. Can't we safely remove one of the dead batteries, bring it inside, and do the ritual? Don't we have to just charge the actual battery, not the Brahma?
Selena and Bells, you both would think that is a feasible idea. The
Yes.
issue is then installing the battery when it's charged.
You guys think you're up to the task of that, or is that too risk adverse?
It's probably doable. It's just not as easy as installing a battery without charge.
I'll leave it up to you smart types.
I imagine we could get it
Point
done.
of contention right now.
The thinking types. The reading types, you know?
What are we doing?
I think we're going to try detaching the batteries one at a time, recharging them via ritual inside, and then going back outside. Basically, it's less time out in the open. It does mean that installing them again is going to be more risky, but it's less time out in the open, and we can be more protected inside the fortress. So
Sounds good to me.
We should have someone on the top of the fortress looking out.
Ricky, any way you could take guard up there? Keep an eye out.
I can do that. I'll head up.
That's it. Sword looks good on you.
Ricky's gonna kind of like, check the sword out, and I've got that new belt on too. Like show off the belt. Thank you. I go up.
Feeling safer already.
Ricky, what's your alignment?
My alignment?
Yeah.
I've
Cinnamon
always
roll?
assumed. Yeah. Lawful good is what I've always assumed.
Freshly baked cinnamon roll.
Okay. While you're sitting up on the roof looking out over the coast, I'd like you to roll me a perception check.
Okay.
With an 18, you're looking out, and it is somehow morosely beautiful out here. The immediate area around this fortress which you guys have set up is pretty dismal, as there's lots of destroyed evidence of, well, a caravan, and there's clearly a ruined, structure just up the road. But as you're looking around, you can see the coast, you can see the ocean out over the Bay of Toil. And you can see out on the horizon several ships that are just maybe anchored, or they're not moving very fast, if moving at all. And as you're sitting there looking, you hear, "This always was a pleasant view."
It feels like that. Like I hear that close to me, or
That was in your head.
Regal. Is that? That doesn't sound like you.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know you, but you're right. This is a beautiful view.
I don't think I know you either, but you seem all right.
Oh, thank you. I'm Ricky.
It's a pleasure. I'm Sheldon.
Sheldon, it's nice.
Oh.
Are you in my head? Are you?
I don't quite know where I am.
Oh. Okay.
I feel like I'm on the roof of my tower, except I'm not.
Oh, is this your tower?
Yep, where it was.
I wanna thank you then, because my companions and I, we were not in a good spot, and I think this tower is keeping us safe. So thank you for the cover.
You're welcome, I think. What are you and your companions? What are you doing out here? It's dangerous.
Well, we're part of the army, so we're stopping the danger, or I don't know, fighting the danger.
Doing it your best and doing it yourself, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Zed takes the commands. I just do what Zed tells us to do.
So you're commander, captain, major, lieutenant?
Me? I don't remember what Ricky is. I'm sorry. Over the table.
You guys don't really have... You're just crewmen. You don't really have, a rank.
Okay,
me.
yeah. I don't know. I don't have any big fancy title like that. I don't know. I grew up in a port, and when you get to be a certain age, they say you gotta go do this now. And so now I'm with this crew, and I fight undead, and I go where they tell Zed to tell us to go.
All right. Well, it's a pleasure, Ricky.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you too, Sheldon. Look at this beautiful view with you for a moment.
It's been a while. Everything's been dark. So,
Yeah.
it's a pleasant change.
Yeah. Well, is there anything I can do for you, since your tower has been so helpful for me and my people?
I don't know. Is Bailister still around?
Bailister?
He said I just needed to hold on, and then everything would be fine.
Oh, that's what Bailister told you?
Yeah, and then everything went dark.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but we haven't seen Bailister. We just found your tower.
All right, okay. If you find him, tell him I'm all right.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I can. Well, you got to see this view again. Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, this is nice. The company helps.
Yeah, well, I'll keep an eye out, Baylister, for you.
Thank you. You'll know him if you see him. He's white hair, long ears.
White hair and long ears. Okay.
Yeah. Think little antlers poking out his head.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Sounds like he'll be hard to miss.
Yeah. We used to call him Coat Rack.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that sounds like my crew. We like to tease each other too.
Yeah. And the voice sounds like more and more tired as you've been speaking to him.
Yeah. As I hear that, and I think like Ricky is like my idea is like Ricky's handling this well before because she assumes it's a ghost and this is not my first ghost.
Sure.
So I think Ricky will just say, well, let's maybe just sit here and we'll look at this view together. I'll keep an eye on things, but maybe you can I know it's been a long time since you've gotten to see it, so maybe you can just rest and watch.
Yeah, it's been a while, and frankly, I kind of forgot what daylight looked like. This is nice, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so you rest and I'll keep an eye out on things.
Thanks. And then he goes quiet. Okay. Downstairs. A ritual is being performed to recharge a battery. In order to perform a higher spell level battery, you need to be able to cast your highest level spell slot. Are any of you missing your highest level spell slots? Do you have any of them left?
I have one.
I have one.
I have two.
I have two.
Okay. Each of you are going to need to expend your highest level spell slot, and I need to know what that is.
2.
Third.
So
2.
2. Okay, so 3 2s and a third. Okay. Hold on, I need a calculator. And a third. Okay.
Is there a lead for this ritual? Would it be the level 3
Yes.
spellcaster? Am I able to guidance and then give him?
No.
Give this. Okay, gotcha. Thought I'd ask.
I appreciate it. Okay. I have a set DC that all of you are going to have to meet by combining your spellcasting rolls. I need each of you to roll a spellcasting check.
Is it an attack roll or saving throw?
No.
What did you class? Neither. Okay.
You are
11.
casting a spell. Oh, bells. Okay.
Yep.
You are casting a spell that is not the typical usage of a spell.
23.
Okay? It's still doable.
By our powers combined.
Oh,
Not with a 2.
Nope. Okay.
Get a reroll on somebody?
I just rolled shit.
I have a single reroll. Do it.
Okay.
So I should reroll.
Wasn't meant to be.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Okay.
That
Hello,
rolls.
Selena. You can take my last inspiration.
Yeah. Reroll, Selena. There's a chance.
You
though.
need to roll. Oh, you did it. Okay.
That is way better. Okay.
Working
yeah, I rolled
together.
so bad the first time.
Working together, all of you pump a spell slot into this battery as you get your various kinds of incantation prepared. Zed, this is unusual for you. You've never really tried to pump your own magic into an item before, but you feel this natural, almost influence of mechanus from these artificers. And it is simple work, especially one of your nature. And as that magic flows through you, you channel it into the Banasite battery, and immediately the Banasite battery glows with blue light. It is recharged.
Good. Alright, how... Y'all know how to get this back in there safely? Anything I or Ren could do to assist you?
I don't know.
I think working together we should be able to handle it, but Bells, you might want to take point.
Sure.
Just think you're a bit cleverer with machinery than I am.
I can give you a
My
little bit of help.
specialty. What do I have to roll, Echo?
Take her tools check.
Do we have to, like, turn off the vehicle
I will-
first? Or...
The vehicle is off.
Okay.
I think
Ren
you
will,
guys have to pull the battery out.
Ren will guidance Bells.
Okay, that works.
And I'll be assisting.
Wow.
So you have advantage. Dude,
That's three
ones in a row.
Phenomenal.
All right, Pen,
Phenomenal.
you have advantage, so roll it again.
Uh-huh.
Plus guidance.
No way you could do 4, right?
No way!
No way you did
Are
4.
you
God.
kidding?
I have one more inspo left. I'm gonna use my last inspo. It is what it is. You're gonna blow up for Brahma.
If this,
You roll
I have
it.
no more
You have
inspos.
he's spending his last inspo on you. Roll it again.
Oh, good
what is
God.
going on?
You can't do it 5th time. I bet you can't.
Roll another one.
But it's an advantage, so we're...
Roll your guidance.
Jesus Christ, dude.
5
Yeah,
in a
you're
row.
up.
Holy shit.
5 ones.
Oh my God.
And a one. And a one.
God damn it.
18's good though.
18's good. You reinstall the Banasite battery, but everything
Despite
seems to be
all odds.
working against you as you're doing it. There's like all the oil from the repairs before is all over the hull of the Brahma, and as you're climbing up, you fall on your face, you cut yourself on the edge of the Banasite mount, you feel like a sharp shock as you get like zapped. You don't have to take damage, but it hurts and it's annoying. But finally, after all of these trials and tribulations, you get the Banasite battery reset into its fitting, and it... You feel the energy vibrate beneath your feet. The Brahma has 5 functioning batteries.
We probably can't do this again on the next one until tomorrow morning.
No, I've got no magic left, really.
It
All I
would
got
just be
left
me and
is-
you, Selena.
We can
I've got
try.
one. I got one more left, and it's my
I have-
last one.
I have
I got
first
one,
level
but
spells.
I think it's not gonna think.
You don't have enough people to reach the mathematical number you need with first level spell slots.
We'll just have to take care of it tomorrow. We rest. We try again in the morning.
Okay.
We're gonna have to rest anyway, so
Any large tarps or anything, large cloth in this whole fortress? Like a couple
There's
large blankets? or
there's bedding on the beds.
anything? Nah, I was just gonna see if there's like a tarp to cover the Brahma up.
No, not really.
Okay.
Bells.
Hmm?
Been thinking on it. Take the book.
Oh, if you're certain. I didn't want to make you feel like he had to give it to me. He found it.
I did, but that's the thing about being on a crew. What's good for the crew is good for me.
Play to our strengths.
Now,
Thanks, I appreciate it.
I ain't stupid.
No, I do know that.
And what not being stupid tells me is that crown you're wearing is higher value than either our brains. So
Kind of you to
In
acknowledge.
this situation, I agree with you.
I'm a realist. I like to think I am anyway. So take the book.
Thank you, Selena.
And you're welcome, you and Regal. Now, I think once we get dinner going, I'm gonna get this jug cooking up some stout. Who's with me?
What? You say stout?
I did.
I'm on board.
Yeah. I got like a nice black porter or a chocolate stout. I don't know. Let's see what I can get coming out of this.
Hey, wow, stout Phil Amber. Can you do that?
I could try.
I'm gonna go keep Ricky company. And Ren goes up.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't care if somebody takes it overnight, but I just want to lay in that bed, even if it's for 10 minutes.
Well, we can share, can't we?
There's several beds.
Swap wop. Excuse me. Swap after watches. Ugh.
Shoe wop, wop.
Shoe wop and do wop.
The mattress should be in.
Aaron just starts scatting and pulls out a cane and dances out the room.
Aaron, we sharing?
Sharing with Aaron.
There's room.
There is. I'll be up there. And I'll go upstairs and lay down.
Squad that beds together, something, I don't know. Anyway,
Bells is going to start reading.
We're doing it for warmth, right?
Yeah, sure.
We're doing it because there's a fucking mattress.
Yeah.
Probably dusty as hell, but I don't care.
I don't care if Ren lays on top of me. As long as I got that mattress on my back, I'm good.
I'm going to be casting some prestidigitation on the beds.
The whole Instant Fortress needs a lot of Presti. It's dusty.
Get rid of some of that dust.
Yeah.
Make it smell like lavender so that we can sleep well.
You light a candle. Okay.
Yeah. Prestidigitation lavender.
Well,
Put the wallflower in.
Bells, go ahead and add a Tomb of Clear Thought to your inventory.
I already did.
Okay. It's going to take a lot of reading to unlock
Yeah,
that.
I remember the Astra arc of reading her book, so she's already reading it.
Yeah. All right. As we settle in to prepare for a long rest before the rest stretch to the road. Wow. Good God. Excuse me.
I believe.
Words are hard.
A long rest before you resume the long stretch on the road to Gorgonfell. That is where we are going to call it for tonight's session. Goodness gracious. I don't know why I struggled so hard with that.
You got there.
Wow.
You got there.
I can barely speak.
11 benevolent elephants.
Red leather, yellow leather.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Thank you all for playing with me tonight. I had a great time running for you. We got to hint into little interesting things. We got to get to some background lore as to what's going on around here with the factions that maybe y'all aren't so familiar with. And let's go ahead and dive into that a little bit in the future. That's going to be fun. Is Ricky secretly a werewolf? Who knows?
Yeah, obviously.
She doesn't.
She sure doesn't. I know that for a fact, but...
Aaron thinks she is, 100%.
And then the Sentinels of the Shine get mentioned? Bro.
Yeah, what are the odds?
What are the odds?
I don't know.
Fanfic.
Bet if you
Thank you all for playing with me tonight. Before we go any farther, we need to give our players an opportunity to earn some of that inspiration back because they spent like all of it.
all of it.
All of it.
We're gonna start.
Yeah, I lost it all.
We're gonna start at the bottom of the order alphabetically this time. Sal with Selena. Who did
Me.
something that you liked?
I am going to vote for Ricky going for the plates. It's so consistent, and I love it.
Oh yes. Okay, Pen.
I'm gonna give it to Ricky for that really nice conversation on the fortress with Sheldon. That poor guy. I think Ricky was probably the best person to end up with him because she's just so nice and good. I think just the kind of friendly, quiet exchange that they had would have been different with anybody else who picked him up.
Yeah,
Bells would have been interrogating him, like, what do you last remember?
Nothing good. Okay.
Yeah.
Dooch. Who did something you liked?
This is a Ricky session. I'm giving it to Ricky for
Ricky.
the way she acted at the end of combat when she was still raging, and
Yeah, what's up with that? What's going on there?
for the whole werewolf conversation. I thought that was so good.
Oh.
I thought it was very good.
Hey.
Class. Who did something you liked?
Ooh.
like to give a point of inspiration.
Bo
What?
has earned all the inspiration.
Hello.
Everybody's voted for Ricky, but there's one single moment that was really clutch, and it was during combat, and it just shows that our leader
Our dear leader.
is needed. And Zed, with the spray of cards and getting the Gloomstalker's attention to save Ricky, save the last member that is still alive,
That time,
was super
So
clutch. Hmm.
Yeah.
Buddy, can you get off the keyboard? Thank you.
Glad I took Earthbind last week.
Yeah, that was clutch. I didn't expect that to
Ren's
immediately apply.
I didn't
I'll
either.
tell you, Ren's been sitting on Earthbind for a while, and he hasn't gotten a chance to use it.
Okay, AJ, who did something you liked?
Yeah, I should have given it for the reason class just did. Because I'm excited that Ricky is still around. I was in my head already like thinking about what the letter would be.
Oh, Jesus. It's a dark campaign, guys.
I feel like it's been such a like slow burn for Ricky that I owe y'all at some point like a kind of finalized story there. I was gonna give it to Zed like for this session, but kind of in general, I'm really enjoying the like partnership or like just like the camaraderie that's growing between Zed and Ricky. I feel like Zed has like very slowly kind of figured Ricky out, and I'm really enjoying that. So yeah, like thank you for that, and like as a player, I'm really enjoying that. So thank you for that.
It's the party dad.
Little subtleties of it. She needs a little bit, but she needs that little bit.
is he the dad?
Okay, the
Uncle.
player votes have
He's the
it.
daddy.
Ricky,
Party
you've earned
daddy.
a point of inspiration for the player's vote of confidence in you, and well done, well played
Thank
this
you.
session. I am also, as your DM, going to award a point of inspiration to Selena for conceding the tome.
No.
That was a big move. It showed a lot of respect, and well, it's hard to give up that big of an item, but I respect that you did it, and I understand why. So
It made sense. Selena had to sit with it for a little bit because I was like, but we've got. Wouldn't it be better to have 2 5s than a 4 and a 6? But like, the fact of the matter is, she has the relic on her head. Like it does make sense. So, the math aside, like character wise, it made sense for Selena to make, like, it did not make in character sense for Selena to be like, fuck you, I want this book. So
The min-max certainty was
I just
22 bigger than 21. 22 breakpoint, 21 not breakpoint.
still, I want to give you that inspiration point. I'm proud of you. I know that was hard to do. Thank you all for playing with me tonight. I hope you had a great time. And to those of you who are at home or at work watching, hi Penn, hi class, hi Emily, hi everybody else. We love you all, and I wish you...
Or do we?
I do.
Oh.
We do.
Oh.
I love all of you. And I wish you
Oh.
a good night.